All right, yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody out there? Thanks for tuning in. Sunday night, our favorite night of the week, trivia night. We're back with you again, once again, as always. Well, most of the time, as always. How you doing tonight, Ferguson?
I am doing good. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I love that sign behind you.
Yeah. What
I
is
do
that?
love this.
Look at that. Look at the two of us. We're side by side with the way the camera works out that our squatches want to hang out with each other.
Look at that. See, there is my matching Squatch Camp Squatch sign right there. So I did finally get it. So big shout out to Jay Shipes and big shout out to you for getting that for me. So that's super awesome. Now we have matching signs. See, I added a Bucky's thing here too, just to add a little pizzazz to everything. So,
Which, by the way, can I make a little statement that I think that Traveling Fools is probably like an 8-foot squatch, because you see how big my sign is compared to me. I must be like a little pixie fairy because your sign looks so tiny. So I think he's a giant over there.
Right. Well, most people.
Just so you know, we are amongst the giants.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, we do. Anything new and exciting going on in your life? Everything going good?
Yes. I'm sorry. I thought I said butterflies, but it said butt files.
Oh, the bud files.
Yes.
Or no, that is the bud files.
Huh. Yeah, it is the butt files, not the butterflies.
Oh, I wonder who that would be. I don't know. If I had to guess, I think I could guess who that is. But
yeah, it's everything is good in my hood. What about in yours?
Everything's good here. Just amping up for 4th of July, all that jazz. Got a lot of people coming into town, things of that nature. So it should be a good time.
Have a lot of fireworks.
I don't know about that yet. I'm sure we'll see some. I used to do those. We used to buy a lot and do that kind of stuff, but anymore, it's just, I don't know.
It almost seems like a waste.
Yeah, you think it's
really cool. You can go watch them for free. Like,
right, you get this big stack of fireworks. You look at them for about 5-6 days. You're like, this is going to be the coolest thing ever. You go outside, you set them up. 3 minutes later, you go, damn, that was.
Hey, now I will say, if you guys go to my channel, I have a July 4th celebration that I think I either did last year or the year before, and between me and a couple other family members that came over to our house, we literally put like $1,400 worth of fireworks up into that air. And it took, I think, probably like an hour, and we had 3 or 4 different people lighting. So if you guys just love literally setting your money on fire and sending it up into the sky, you can easily make a long show out of it. But it literally is like setting your money on fire and sending it up into the sky.
I'm a big fan of the snakes and sparklers,
and your whisker biscuits and your sizzler dizzlers and
exactly. That's what I'm a big fan of. So what we decide on hashtag barbecue tonight, BBQ.
Hashtag BBQ.
Let me go on ahead. I'll bring that up here so everybody can go on ahead and start getting that in. We're going to do hashtag BBQ. And there it is right there. Hashtag BBQ. So already going ahead and put that in there. I think most everybody knows what we're doing. We'll explain it again in a minute. We do have quite a few good rounds tonight. We've got one with horror movies, which I hope Vapion. I wanted to wait for Vapion to be around because I think he'll like that one. And I got a bunch of different ones. General, I think some 80s and 90s music video stuff, which should be interesting. And, so hashtag BBQ. And while everybody's putting that in, let me say hey to the fine people coming in here already. We got Gumby, Karen from HR watching. I don't like this new format here where it's everybody's acting.
Yeah, I was like, it tells out my whole thing, and that's weird.
Yeah, it's so much different. I liked it better before. I don't know what's going on. But so anyway, we got Karen from HR. We got Jay Paul. Good to see you, Jay Paul. Matt Dummett's in here. Godless in here as well. Good to see you, Godless. Katie, what's up, Katie? So I got to look at this and figure it out because it says KMCC.
Yeah, I was literally just responding to her. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna respond to her.
I don't like this. I don't like this change.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. What's up, Maui Howie? Good to see you, brother. Good stream you did earlier, man. I was listening to that while I worked. We got Pool Chick in here. What's up, Pool Chick? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. We have D. Taylor. Let's see who else I got to figure. Oilers fan. What's up, Oilers? Good to see you, buddy. Now, see, this one says Sparky. So who was that? Was that?
Sorry, you guys. We're just gonna have to we're gonna have to slowly get on board with this because this is a new type thing that we're dealing with. We don't know who we're talking to.
Yeah, that's Ty Spork. Good to see you, Ty Spork. Gutters Pub. Berries the same. Who else? Cosmic. What's up, my friend? That was fun talking to you the other night, Cosmic. We got Dozer in here. The Butt Files. What's up, Nate? Let's see. Andy Heinrich in here. Good to see Andy Heinrich. Roll Tide 99. See, I was a lot better at doing this before. Let's see who else we got.
We have a Johnny Small Pepper.
Oh, Johnny Small Pepper. Good to see you, Johnny Small Pepper. He's a cool guy.
I don't know him, I guess.
Matt Dummett, Reptile Dysfunction, the best name on all of the internet. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, not on purpose. We have Daphne Pride in here. Good to see you, Daphne. This is so much different. There's Vapion. Vapion, I was just talking about you. I got a good one with horror movies. Should be fun.
Where do you see Vapion? Where did he come in?
He's about halfway through, or I don't know, somewhere in there.
Is his name actually Vapion at Vapion?
It says at Vapion.
Okay.
It does. Right,
I was going to say, were you able to magically put a name or something that floated by and I just didn't even recognize for him?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with magic. We got Jay Shipes in here. Yeah, and here's Johnny Small Pepper. What's up, Johnny Small Pepper? Good to see both you guys. Nancy H. Good to see you, Nancy. Lori Jean's in here. Let's see who else. Scrolling down. I don't know if I missed your name. It was really weird trying to read through those, but good to see everybody. Thanks for having everybody here. We got some people watching over on X too, already coming in over there. So if you are watching over there, we appreciate you being there. We're going to do trivia. If you are over on X and you want to play, you do have to come to the YouTube side to play. That is in underneath what you're watching right there. Just click on, whatever you should see a post, or just go to our page there on X and it's posted right there. So it's easy to find your way over here. I think I explained that.
Mr. Andrew K. Heinrich. That's funny.
I know. It's all Mr. What's up, Curator? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Curator. So yeah, I think everybody got that. Everybody got that down. So I think we've got those going in. It's going to be hashtag BBQ all night. I do have the, let me go on ahead and copy this plug in here and we'll get the first game rolling.
Wait, okay, hold on a second. Now I have to make sure of something because I thought was there a KM or K McCall too? I thought that was Katie.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay, so maybe she just did a little bit of editing or something afterwards because then now it says Katie Watt 36.
So she probably went in there and changed it or something. You know what I mean? I think you can go in there and change that stuff. But for right now, everybody's just.
Yes, that was her, she said. Yeah, that's weird because, most that's usually the link at the end of your YouTube channel.
Exactly.
So it's weird that she was able to change it like that. Interesting. I have to get down with this new stuff like we always do. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I hate when they change things. It's been ever, and here we are now. They got to mix it up again. It's like, come on, just roll with it. Leave us alone. So yeah, here we go. We got a first game coming up in 1 minute. Make sure everybody is streaming live. It does make a huge difference. If you're not live, you have no chances to win. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, whichever coincides with the answer you believe it to be. There's not a lot of time to answer. We try to keep the Googling down as best we can. So, we try to keep the time short. So you got to answer fast. The faster you answer, the better off you are. The program does take all that into consideration. So make sure you're live. Make sure you're ready to go. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. Please make sure if you everybody has hit the thumbs up button. That does help the stream get out there to other people. So.
Oilers fan. Oh my goodness. And yeah, make sure you guys also hit your thumbs up. It's just a free way to support the channel and maybe get some more fresh faces in here. Unless you guys are scared.
Yeah, they're probably like, hell no, we don't want no more people in here.
You don't want any more people competing against us. I want to be in first place.
It makes it harder to win, All right, first question. What is the longest What is the longest that an elephant has ever lived? 1, 86 years, 2, 74 years, 3, 65 years, or 4, 59 years? The longest. What would you guess here, Vixen?
Yeah, I was going to guess the longest. I think elephants do, like, they can live a really, really long life, like a human, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, look at that. I would have been right, along with the rest of you four. Starting with the beer and back roads. And which, by the way, beer and back roads. This is the whiteboard that you requested.
Oh, you got the whiteboard back.
Yeah, when I posted to come to trivia tonight, Beer and Back Road said, "I need to see a whiteboard and pen." How many rings are on the Olympic flag? 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5, or 4, 4?
Yeah, a lot of these are pretty easy here. Who else I see coming in? What's up, Connor Stallions in here? I see Slap Happy's in here as well. Good to see a Slap Happy. Samurai Ferrari in here. Good to see a Samurai Ferrari.
Hey, Mom, type in hashtag the pound sign, like on the phone, and then BBQ. So pound sign BBQ into the chat, and then just hit enter. Yeah, you guys, we got my mom here with us, joining us tonight. That's Pool Chick. What's
up, Mom? Good to see Mom in here.
Mrs. Miss Friction. No, not the period.
All right, in darts, what is the most points you can score with a single throw? 180, 260, 350, or 425? All right, let's see. And I'm going to get our great music going here. I am working on that right now. What's up, Gutters Pub? Good to see you in here. Didn't even see you come in.
What? Oh, she was already saying to Katie that, because I guess Katie's name changed kind of randomly. She's like, I don't know why that happened. That was my maiden name before. And then Gutters is like, you should have just strung them along as long as you could have. I always notice when Gutters comes in. Which of these animals does not appear in the Chinese zodiac? 1 rabbit, 2 dragon, 3 dog, or 4 bear?
You know this one?
Yes. I think.
What would you guess?
Yeah, I was going to say it's a bear. I'm pretty sure. I think there is a dog. That would be the only other questionable one, but I know there's rabbit and a dragon. I'm a dragon. I am the dragon.
I am too.
Oh, that must be why we get along. That makes sense. Okay. Now, what is your what is it called? Not the zodiac sign, the other one. What's your astrological sign?
The fish.
You're the Pisces. Yeah, that's right. You and my kid are the Pisces. Yeah. I'm the scales. I always want to even out, balance.
All right. In what year were the first Winter Olympic Games held? 1, 1932, 2, 1930, 3, 1926, or 4, 1924?
Gunner said that she tried to hula hoop the other day and she couldn't do it.
Lost her hula hoop skills.
Gosh. Lost your groove. At least you still got your plane, Stella. Oh, it's funny. I was actually literally pretend hula hooping because I used to love hula hooping, and I used to want to be like one of those competitor type girls on the playground where I'm like, I'm a hula hoop longer than you. I'm gonna be better than you at doing it. I'm gonna do all this crazy stuff. And I was pretending like I was doing that the other day in my kitchen for about 10 minutes by myself. And then I was like, maybe I just need to order a hula hoop to actually do this with instead of pretending like there's a hula hoop around my waist.
It helps to have the hula hoop.
Who is the lead singer of Pearl Jam? 1, Stone Gossard. 2, Ozzy Osbourne. 3, Kurt Cobain. Or 4, Eddie Vedder. Yeah, I was sitting there just like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. If somebody was recording me right now from behind, somebody would be like, what in the hell is this woman's mental problem?
So I haven't even noticed when this does the thing. See, this is what I don't like too. When I go to read out who wins, boy, it's going to be a pain. I got so used to just being to blow through everybody's names. Now I'm going to be like having to decipher. A lot of people's are the same. Now, what's up, Troy? Good to
see you. Well, just like everything else, you kind of have to take a little bit of time to adjust to new things. But we'll get it.
Look at that queen. Look at that queen fool in here. Good to see you, queen fool.
I'll stay in the back confused for right now, though.
All right, what chemical element is designated as Hg? 1, 10, 2, silver, 3, mercury, or 4, copper? I do like this AI thing. These two girls like freaking out. What did we decide they were seeing? The Abominable Snowman? Is that what we? Yeah, we decided.
Yeah. It's funny how even Nightbot comes in as at Nightbot.
I know. Even Nightbot's getting her name hosed. At Nightbot.
Wow, nobody was fooled on that one. Good job,
No,
guys.
we didn't get anybody on that.
What? Queen Fool says that you're really good at hula hooping.
I'm horrible. She's awesome at it. I suck.
In which century the Mona Lisa was painted? 18th century, number 1. 2, 16th century. 3, 15th century. Or 4, 14th century. Sorry.
Yeah, I absolutely suck at hula hooping. Mrs. Fools, on the other hand, is really good at hula hooping. I am horrible. She can like go on and on and on and on and on.
Okay, now I have to ask, actually, is Queen Fool Mrs. Fools? Or is that? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
To be honest with you, I kind of thought that was just somebody kind of like trolling as like your woman.
No, that's actually her.
Yeah, okay. Well, good to see you, Mrs. Fools. I didn't realize that was actually you, or else I probably would have said hi the other week or two, but I thought that somebody was just trolling and being dumb.
Well, you think we get trolls on the internet?
Well, somebody that was just like, oh yeah, I'm Fool's woman. I'm a queen fool.
All right, which sea is considered the most salty on Earth? 1, the Red Sea. 2, the Mediterranean. 3, the Dead. Or 4, the Black.
I don't know. I thought Himalayan salt was the saltiest.
I like the way they have an expiration date on that. They're like, this salt is 2 million or whatever the hell years old, from the Himalaya, and all this, but it's only going to last for another 6 months in your shelf. That doesn't really make sense.
Oh, God. And hold on. I'm going to shout to my husband real quick. I'll mute myself.
All right, there you go. 100% coming in with the Dead Sea. Good job, guys. Yeah, I always like that with the Himalayan salt, though. They say it's going to expire in like 6 months after you buy it or something.
We went to the farmer's market the other day, and we got something, I think it's called black salt, and it tastes like hard-boiled eggs.
Oh.
Who was the British Prime Minister at the outbreak of the Second World War? 1, Winston Churchill. 2, Stanley Baldwin. 3, Neville Chamberlain. Or 4, Clement Attlee. Yeah, it was really weird.
I think they sold you sulfur.
No, so, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, when I put it in my mouth, I like deviled eggs. Everybody likes deviled eggs, right?
Yeah, I love deviled eggs. Especially if you put a little Old Bay seasoning on top of it. It's delicious.
Yeah, I did so good. And I make them kind of like as like a regular little snack around my house. And I do like custom version with sour cream and turmeric instead of mayonnaise and mustard. and I absolutely love them, but I just tried a little bit of this new salt in my mouth and I wanted to throw up. It tastes like disgusting hard-boiled egg.
That sounds gross.
What? There you go.
What year was the first man sent to space? 1, 1975, 2, 1969, 3, 61, or 4, 57? And this is an allegedly question, folks. Allegedly.
Yes, I love deviled eggs. And if you do like a spicy dill pickle cut up into them, and like I said, I do it with turmeric. I'm allergic to mustard, so I do turmeric instead of mustard, which is a big part of yellow mustard anyway. And then I don't like mayonnaise because it just, yeah, it's kind of gross. We'll not talk about that part.
Mayonnaise is so good.
I do a sour cream replacement, or you can even do it with Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, I will say, is like for the health nuts, though, if you like that flavor. Sour cream is definitely better. Love deviled eggs. Which planet in the solar system is known as the morning star or evening star? 1, Venus, 2, Mercury, 3, Mars, or 4, Jupiter?
Well, this one should be pretty easy.
Wow, Katie, crazy. She said mayo, eggs, and sour cream are all gross.
Yeah, how do you eat?
Mayo, egg. I mean, I love eggs and I love sour cream. My mom probably couldn't stand me as a child because everywhere that we went that they didn't standardly serve sour cream with a Mexican dish. I'm like, can we please pay the extra $1.30 for like a dollop of sour cream? You know how those kids are, right, fools?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
I need my sour cream or else I can't eat this meal at all. I don't even know why they don't serve it with it.
All right, here we go. What ocean is between Africa and Australia? 1, the Pacific, 2, the Indian, 3, the Atlantic, or 4, the Arctic? Somebody please put 4. What's up, Anna? Good to see you in here. Somebody put Arctic, please. Africa and Australia and the Arctic Ocean. Nobody. 100% Indian Ocean. What's up, Alexis P? Good to see you, Alexis.
I see.
Roll Tide. What's up? Or no,
look,
that's LW. See, it says LW Roll Tide. Dude, what's up, LW? I hate this new format. So I was like, hey, what's up, Roll Tide 99? I'm like, no, that's LW Roll Tide.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on a second. So didn't Roll Tide just say?
I think so.
Roll Tide is in here too. Which element makes up most of the atmosphere of Mars? 1, oxygen, 2, nitrogen, 3, hydrogen, or 4, carbon dioxide?
You know this one?
Of Mars? No idea. Probably 3, right? 3 or 4?
Hey, Gixer. What's up, Gixer? Good to see you.
Yeah, probably actually 4, I would think. Elon's farts.
Elon's farts.
That's great.
Godless. Dang it. Yeah, not hydrogen. This is
XYZ. Yeah.
YZ. All right, last one. Here we go. Which planet in the solar system is known as the planet of love? 1, Venus, 2, Uranus, 3, Jupiter, or 4, Earth?
Well, that's got to be Uranus, fools.
Right. That's why I had to throw that in there.
That's actually great. If it was Uranus.
Right, the planet of love.
That's the planet of love. Oh gosh, I don't want to know what kind of love has touched that.
I had to throw that one in there. And look at that. Even if Beer and Backroads and Godless both went for Uranus. So yeah, there you go. Planet of love, baby. All right, leaderboard coming up in 13 seconds. Hey, P Digits, what's up, man? Only banged on earth, he says. Baker's is prison love.
Prison love, yeah.
All right, leaderboard, who we have? Andy Heinrich coming in first, followed by Troy V. And then we had Connor Stallions coming in third, followed by Barry after that. Then we had Matt Dummett, Lori Jean, Roll Tide 99, Katie Watt, and we had Samurai Ferrari in there, Daphne Pride, Nancy, Gutters Pub, Vapion, J. Paul, Curator in there, Pool Chick after that. Then we had P. Digits. Then we had Ty Spork, and if Beer and Backroads was a person, the other people didn't make the board, but we got, I think, what do we got? 4 or 5 more rounds, and you can always put in hashtag BBQ, hashtag barbecue, for chances to get on there. Anybody just now joining us first time, first place gets 3 spots on the wheel, second place 2 spots, third place 1 spot, and we do draw for the hashtag BBQ, which is ways of getting on the wheel. Even if you don't win trivia at the end of the night, we'll give away 2 $10 cash apps, so, it's worth playing.
All right, Skyfox, and go ahead and once you get that stopped and everything, we'll go ahead and do it 4 times.
All right, sounds good. All right, so let me get this game over here stopped. Congratulations to all the winners there. And I'll pull this down. So here's the games we got, and I'll talk about that real quick too while I'm bringing up the next one. We have one more general, pretty much what like that. We got the What Belongs. We have 80s and 90s music videos. It's a picture from the video, and you got to guess the song. We have horror flicks, which should be interesting. And we have, you did a music round too. So which one do you want to do next? You want to do music vids or horror flicks? Let's do music vids.
Yeah, that sounds
cool?
fine.
And I think so we'll do music videos. So this is going to be, basically what I said. You're going to see something from a music video, and you're going to have to say which one it is. So let me go on ahead and bring this up here. This one should be interesting. Hopefully everybody will do well at it. Copy that. Save that. One more thing to click, and we'll be rocking and rolling. All right, everybody got the hashtag. You said do it 4 times, right? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. And we got if Beer and Backroads was a person being the first one up on there. Good job, Beer and Backroads. Yeah, Troy V. No, horror. HORROR. Yeah. Not going to be, The Devil and Miss Jones is not going to be an answer. All right, we got the butt files. There you go, the butt files.
The butt files, not the butterflies.
Good to see you, Nate the Great. I'm just safely assuming that's Nate.
Is it?
I mean, I'm assuming. Come on.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, we got Samurai Ferrari coming up on there. Good job, Samurai.
Butt file.
And
wait a second. Who did you just say the last one was?
Samurai Ferrari.
Okay, all right. Gotcha.
And now we got Curator.
And Curator. Great job, you guys. All the lucky wieners.
All right, so this is, just like I said, 80s and 90s music videos. It's going to be like a still shot from the 80s music or 90s music videos. And you're just going to tell me which one it is. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Make sure you are streaming live. Otherwise, it is totally impossible to win. And please make sure you've hit the thumbs up button. That really does help the stream get out there to other people. We don't care about it, but it's what now?
I don't know. I swear, I just pulled up when going from Wheel of Names. I thought this girl in the front of the video was shirtless.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, no.
Oh, my goodness. Did you check that?
Yeah, she is not. She's wearing a shirt. This is actually from a music video.
Okay, so it kind of looks like Mariah Carey, but it also kind of looks like Sheryl Crow when she did some editing with her looks. Who is that?
I have no idea who it is. I just found some gif of a 90s music video and just put it up there. What's up, Genocide? Good to see you, Genocide.
All All right, if you guys can tell me who that is, and I can confirm that through the whatever you guys tell me, I'll put you guys' name on the wheel.
Yeah,
Especially
Ty
since
Spork's already got it. He's already saying "Heartbreaker" by Mariah Carey.
Oh, really? Dice Sport, you just lost your man card.
Yeah, please leave your man card at the door.
That's probably when he was obsessed with her before she went all super diva.
Probably. All right, game starting in 10 seconds. What do you mean it doesn't do anything when you hit the like button? Probably YouTube won't let us get likes anymore. They hate us that much. All right, here we go. 80s and 90s music videos. All right, which one is this? Is that She Blinded Me with Science? 2, I Melt With You? 3, The Macarena? Or 4, Whip It? The artists are above it, just in case that'll help you, but it's easier not to read that.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea. What's
up?
Whip It?
See, look at this one, Puptorius. Now, I don't know whose name is Puptorius. Abandoned Landscapes, good to see you. And Puptorius, good to see you too. I wish I knew who you were. I'm assuming I do, but I'm not sure.
Dang, Barry says that this girl has fat fingers.
Was he talking about you or the...
No, surely he's not talking about me. Which, I mean, even if I do have fat fingers, I have outrageously man hands. Like, they're huge. So, I mean, and feet. Yeah. All right, what is this one? 1, Soft Cell, Tainted Love. 2, Musical Youth, Past the Duchy. 3, Gerardo, Rico Suave. Or 4, Duncan Sheik, Barely Breathing. 'Cause I'm barely breathing.
You know this one?
I'm gonna guess it might be 1. Yeah, it's probably 1. Thinking about it. Definitely isn't. I know it's not 4. I know it's not 3. And I don't know what Past the Duchy is.
Yeah, it's definitely not the Rico Suave guy.
What is Past the Duchy?
That was that. Oh God, the Musical Youth. It was. Yeah.
You're like, you're gonna have to look that up on your own time, girl.
Uh-oh, Genocide, you get too much hair dye? The ammonia getting to you? All right, which one is this? Chariots of Fire, Mickey, I Want Candy, or Achy Breaky Heart? This should be pretty easy. Is that song? Yes.
Okay. I thought that was called Hey Mickey.
No, I think it's actually just called Mickey. But.
Oh. That just shows how young I am. Yes, Gutters. Thank you. By the way, Gutters, you blow my mind too. Hey, loose asshole. Good to see you. Oh, wait.
Oh, what's up, Lou? I love that name. Lou Sassel.
Asshole. Oh. He's sassy, you know? Yeah, I love that name. It's funny. All right, which one is this? Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna Take It. 2, Thomas Dolby, She Blinded Me with Science. 3, Chumbawamba, Tub Thumping. 4, I Ran So Far Away from a Flock of Seagulls. What is Tub Thumping? I don't even know.
Oh, you know that song. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
That's called Tub Thumping?
Yeah. By Chumbawamba.
This is why I don't like to keep up with the song names, because I'm like, wait, what? How does that have to do with the song?
Well, Genocide, you get that done because we'll do something different next. But then I got a round of horror movies, and I know you're kind of into that. Name that horror movie from the still shot, and you'll probably do pretty good at that one, I think. All right. Here we go. Which one is this? Closing Time, Number 2, Lou Bega, Mambo. Number 5, 3, Blind Melon, No Rain. Or 4, Aha, Take On Me.
I was about to say, you didn't even finish saying that before I look over and I was like, yeah, everybody is already on point with this. They knew that one.
Yeah, most of these are pretty easy. There's a couple at the end that get a little bit trickier, but most of them are pretty easy. Yeah, P. Diddy's. That was cool. That was cool.
I don't know if I've heard that version, I guess. Which I love that song.
You like it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Which one is this? 1, 99 Luft Balloons. 2, Torn. 3, Groove is in the Heart. Or 4, Chumbawamba Tum Thump. Chumbawamba Tub Thumping.
Yep, there it comes back again. Chumbawamba Tub Thumping. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Their whole band name, Chumbawamba. Like, I always feel like I mispronounce it when I say it, and then I have to go back and like, no, I said it right the first time. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that doesn't seem natural to say.
I'm speaking foreign language here. All right, I'm going to take over for this one. What is this? 1, Money for Nothing. 2, Addicted to Love. 3, A Million Miles Away. Or 4, 99 Luft Balloons.
Sorry, I bounced over to change the song, and then all of a sudden I heard you say that, and I'm like, I'm just going to let you go.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I see his little mute thingy on, so.
Yeah, take the next one, too. Take the next one,
all
too. No, just so we stay in order, and then it's a lot easier that way.
Who's Puptorius?
That's what I'm not sure. Puptorius, what's your normal username that you normally come in under, unless you're new? And if you're new,
which we just love to have a new pup in town.
Yeah, Puptorius. I was almost thinking it might be 3 Awesome Dogs or something, but not sure. I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, it's never a good thing to assume anything.
Yeah, Baker, I hate it. I can't stand it because we've known all these people, the way they look and the way they have their, and now all of a sudden it's at Real Baker.
All right, which one is this? 1, Venus. 2, Once in a Lifetime. 3, Hungry Like the Wolf. 4, A Million Miles Away. Like even that one, Crintine Sullivan.
What is that?
I know that, like that's Christy, but the name even coming through at Crintine instead of Christine. Like I almost wonder if, I don't know. There's something just weird about that. Like I know her name is not Crintine, right? Chrissy?
I would assume it's not. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to judge anybody's names. Huh? Anyway, Christy, Crenny, whatever. Nice to see you. It's Friction making fun of your name, not me. All right, which one is this? 1, I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. 2, Jump Around House of Pain. 3, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Relax. Or 4, Whip It by Devo.
Dude, that's hilarious that you have I'm Too Sexy in here as one of the options. And you look at this video and you're like, I know for a fact it's not that one.
Right. You remember that song? That was great.
Oh, yeah. My mom used to like have me dress up, and I used to put on like her little black satin gloves that came down to here, and she used to put my hair up in these pretty bows and give me big, buffonti bangs and stuff, and I used to go around the backyard like and I'm like, yeah, every time that I think about myself back then, I was thinking that song in my head, probably. I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Yeah, great
All
song.
right. What is this? 1, Rock This Town. 2, Mr. Roboto. 3, Money for Nothing. Or 4, Brand New Lover.
You know this one?
I'm going to guess Mr. Roboto. No, I guess I'm not good on that one, huh? Look, my mom knows, and she's telling me no, honey, you don't have this one. Right. Money for nothing, shit for free. Yeah. Dozer went with me on the Mr. Roboto, so I don't feel bad that I'm the only one then.
Yeah, most people know
Thanks,
this.
Dozer.
And you color TVs. You know, talking about shopping, doing all that stuff like that. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You definitely threw me off with the robotic cartoon look.
All right, which one is this? 1, Tainted Love. 2, Torn by Natalie Ambrosia. 3, Bow Wow Wow, I Want Candy. Or 4, Animotion Obsession. You like that song, Obsession?
I don't. I was just actually trying to think of what
You're
song
my
that is.
obsession.
Probably not. If it goes like you just sang it for me, probably not. Yeah. I don't know. Are there any words you know to it?
Well, it's hard to think of the way a song goes when
I know when you got these like techno beats in the background.
Obsession. I would play it, but you know.
Yeah, and get canceled.
Right, exactly. And then we would be screwed on that one.
Oh, look at that. Is that Go Pats? Good
Go
job.
Pats. Go Pats.
Only one.
All right, that one's you.
All right, what is this? 1, Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. 2, Tainted Love. 3, What is Love? Or 4, Obsession.
I'm seeing a lot of different answers coming in on this one. I like it.
That's 2, isn't it?
What? No, this would be
2.
Obsession.
Dang, okay.
Good job. Who came in with that? Genocide Crentine. We're going to call you that from now on. And Vapion.
Oh my gosh, Ereptile, don't even get me started. I love that. Like, just the soundtrack for that movie is like my life. I love it. And
no, not at the Roxbury. What is love?
It's great.
All right, which one is this? Whoop, there it is. 2 for Baby's Got Back, 3 for Crisscross Jump, or 4 for Don't Worry, Be Happy. Whoop, there it is. Tag team back again. Well, rap used to be so much more fun, I think. I like that old like 80s and 90s rap. That was so much more fun than like the new stuff. I just don't like it as much.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, like I remember my mom and my brother and we would drive by the area where MC Hammer's old house was. And like I love that MC Hammer style, like old school shit. It was more like blasting certain things out there, but it wasn't just like inappropriate and kind of vulgar and just not something that you want to rely on somebody else. Anyway, all right, what is this? Your appearance is repulsive. 2, you are incomprehensible, an idiot. 3, 99 left balloons, or 4, no rain. What? I'm so confused by this image and the.
Oh yeah. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain.
What is up with its first 2 answers though? Are those song names?
No, actually, that's pretty funny.
Clown?
I have no idea why that's in there like that.
Uh-oh.
Did you? What the hell? That's crazy.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, are we talking about
this? I must have
person
not
appears?
changed. This must have been something in the program where it was like saying, "Are you this?" Or you know what I mean, like a definition or something. Because I didn't do that. All right, take the last one if you don't care. I'm gonna grab a drink while you do that.
All right. Yeah, he needs a clown too. Right. What is this one? 1, Some Like It Hot. 2, Sledgehammer. 3, Mr. Roboto. Or 4, A Million Miles Away. Oh, that's a little choo-choo train thingy that's going around. I didn't know what the hell it was. I thought it was the beginning of a really bad Stray Jacket. And 100% of you guys got it right with Sledgehammer. Great job, you guys. It's probably a good thing that you did copy on that one, Erectile, because you didn't want to be like the one lone wolf that had the wrong answer. And if everybody is like for certain saying one answer, I would just stick with it. Because you might be one up on them on the next one.
All right, there we go. Coming in first place, we had Vapion. Good job, Vapion. Followed by Barry. And then we had Gutters Pub in there. Troy V. P. Digits. Matt Dummett. And a Nancy H. We had Daphne Pride in there. Go, Pats. Let's see. E. Reptile Dysfunction. Katie W. Genocide. Real Baker. Connor Stallions. If Beer and Backroads was a person. Curator. Puptorius. Did we ever figure out who that was?
No.
Never saw the Puptorius. Say that again if you're somebody who's normally in here. If not, welcome in. Pool check. And then we had Jay Paul in there after that, and the other people didn't make it. But go on ahead and put hashtag BBQ. Hashtag BBQ if you haven't already, so we can get you in there.
And while you guys are at it, which is Skyfox, by the way, so you can stop that.
Cool.
Make sure that you guys hit at the bottom of your YouTube stream. You guys can hit the live left button on the left-hand corner of your screen, or you guys can refresh your stream, but make sure that you guys refresh your stream. Just re-upload that link or go back out and come back in again, because I am noticing that some of your guys' answers, while you guys are getting all the correct answers, and I know that you guys should be coming in really quickly, you guys are coming in a little bit late.
There you go, Chris. Chris, I was about to say you put hashtag BB, not the Q, but I see you corrected that. There you go, Gutters saying be live, be live. It sure is better than the alternative. All right, so I am hitting stop on these right now. I did see somebody gifted the members. Must be Pete Digits. I'll get to that. 2 seconds. Let's do this real quick. All right, got that game stopped. And how many times do you want me to spin it this time?
You can go ahead and spin it 5 times this time.
All right, cool. So let me go on ahead and bring up the next game. What do we have left? We've got horror movies. Let's do the other general, then we'll do your music, or then we'll do horror movies, then we'll do your music, and then we'll do the what belongs. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right, so let's do the other general. That is General 2, General Dose. It was General Juan the first time. Now it's General Dose. Juan with Juan. Now it's General Dose.
Gosh, you have to quit talking and distracting me. I'm trying to figure out if... Oh, Puptorius is Wolf of Walnut.
Wolf of Walnut. Okay, that makes total sense. Puptorius, Wolf of Walnut. All right, Wolf of Walnut. Now I know that.
I don't know how that makes sense, but okay. Wolf of Walnut, Puptorius.
Yeah, why would they change that? Like, what's the purpose of that? It just seems like one of those useless things that probably everybody.
Just to kind of discombobulate everybody, probably.
I guess so. All right, so Curator was the last one up there. You said spin it how many times? I'm sorry.
I said spin it 5 times.
5 times. All right, here we go. I got the next game ready to go as well, so we are good to go there. And the Gutter say, I thought I saw Gutter say, did she say Crispy got the membership?
Oh,
I'm not on YouTube, so I can't tell.
Yes, it went to Crispy Treat.
Nice, cool. We'll thank Pete
Gutters.
here in a minute.
Oh, and I just missed through that. All right, and Roll Tide.
Roll
Our first
Tide.
winner this roll.
All right, let's do this again. Hashtag BBQ if you haven't put that in there already. All right, we got Troy V. Troy V. with his Ohio State stuff up there. Oh, love you, Troy V. Even if you do root for Ohio State.
I crack my Buckeyes around here.
All right, Maui Howie. Maui Howie. Good job, Maui Howie. Dozer. Dozer getting in there as well. Good job, Dozer.
Whoa.
Vapion. All right, Vapion in there as well. Good job, Vapion.
Good job, baby. On. Sorry, I said a little dribble
Over here.
on my
Next,
keyboard.
I'm already going, so make sure you refresh. Make sure you are streaming live. Big shout out there to P Digits gifting out that membership there. Thank you so much, P Digits. You know that helps a lot, and I really do appreciate you. And congratulations for Crispy for getting that. And P Digits, much love to you. Thank you so much, sir. Here we go. Much appreciated, P. Digits. Love you, brother. All right, so this is another general one, just kind of like the last one. A lot of questions all over the place. I think there's a little bit of like television cartoon stuff mixed in with science is how I would say it is, but it's all over the place. Then we'll do horror movies, and then we'll do Friction's music one, and then we got a What Belongs for You. So. Something for everybody coming up.
Come on, that's funny, Gutters. You couldn't figure that one out? Spork tie?
Well, you know, when I first read it, I thought it said Sparky, and I was like, well, that must be
I know, I heard you say
High
that.
Spork or Logical Spark. You know, I'm reading it like on the screen over here, and it's coming in weird, and I'm like, oh. And then I read it like closer, and I was like, oh, wait.
That's the thing, though. You actually did say it out loud. You said Sporky, and then you were like, that's got to be Ty Spork. It's like...
Because I was wondering, I'm like, this is either Logical Spark.
But I do see Spork tie.
I'm like, it's Logical Spark or Tie Spark. It's one or the other. And then I read it better, and I'm like, oh, Spork Tie. Oh, okay. All right, here you go. General coming at you right now. Make sure you're live. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. In The Simpsons, which war did Seymour Skinner serve in the USA Army as a Green Beret? In The Simpsons. Do you like The Simpsons? Is that a show you like?
That's which I haven't watched it in years, honestly, but growing up in my household when I was a kid, like that was the one cartoon that my dad would actually sit down and watch with us, and we watched it every time a new episode came out. And we watched all the reruns, of course. Dang it! Now
I love that show. I love The Simpsons.
What's the cat's name?
Oh, the cat. Oh, shit. I know the dog, Santa's little helper. What is the cat? It's Snowball. Snowball.
Yeah. And look, if I would have thought about Santa's little helper, that probably would have made sense. Right, who was the first person to step foot on the moon? 1, Neil Armstrong. 2, John Glenn. 3, Edwin Buzz Aldrin. Or 4, Alan Shepard?
The first person to step foot on the moon.
Friction Vixen.
Yeah, definitely Friction.
I've made my way up there along with Katy Perry and all those other ladies that went up to the moon, right?
Allegedly, Baker. Allegedly. I'll put that in there. Cutter's not.
Oh, goodness, Vapion.
What did he say? I'm missing that.
Stanley Kubrick's gaffer.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick's. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, really harder. Yeah. All right, here we go. How many minutes are there in 3 hours and 45 minutes? So we won 345, 2, 315, 2, 245, 4, 225. Does anybody know this? Seeing a lot of answers all over the place.
I say, unless your guys' answers are coming in late, Katie Watkins, the boss. She's got that smart math, girl math in her head like me. I love it.
Good
and then
job.
Erectile dysfunction was the second one in. Oh,
nice.
Erectile dysfunction can do math quickly, so don't knock them for other things. No, it's actually 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 45.
Yep, that's what it does. All right, there you go.
Family Guy character got his own spin-off show in 2009. 1, the greased-up deaf guy. 2, Joe Swanson. 3, Glenn Quagmire. 4, Cleveland Brown.
Like the greased-up deaf guy.
Did you see Godless's little explanation in the chat about how we were wrong? Said 60 plus 60 plus 45. But it's actually 3 hours, not 2 hours and 45 minutes.
No, I have no idea.
So it's 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 45.
Look at this one. Everybody seems to know this one, so good job.
Yeah, Ty Sport. You'd be surprised at how many people work in a retail environment around me. That I visit these places every day, and I have to tell them what my change should be because the register is obviously.
All right, here we go. Name the hardest natural mineral. 1 silver, 2 quartz, 3 iron, or 4 diamond. Yeah, a lot of these are easy. We got some trickier ones coming up. The what belongs, that's going to be, I've got some pretty good ones in there. Not going to be the easiest thing in the world.
I'm sorry, Godless. I wasn't trying to pick. I just like having a good laugh every once in a while. Thanks for giving me one.
I like Godless. He's a nice guy.
Me too. I don't want him to think I was picking on him.
Quit picking on Godless, Friction. He's my friend.
I'm sorry. It's the godless side of me that it picks.
I got your back, Godless.
All right. What state is the Grand Canyon in? 1, New Mexico. 2, Nevada. 3, California. Or 4, Arizona.
You like the way I didn't put California on this?
That you didn't put California in it?
Right.
In what way?
Or not? No, not. Never mind. I'm thinking. Ahead. I'm thinking ahead. I was doing something else, and yeah, California's actually on there. Sorry, I was on doing something else at that moment. I didn't even think about California being there. I was thinking about another question tonight when I was doing. I was letting you do your thing. Responding to a text message at the same time.
I like the fact that so many people went with Nevada. Nope.
All right. In The Simpsons, where did Homer and Marge first meet? 1 at summer camp, 2 at high school, 3 at church, or 4 at 742 Evergreen Terrace.
I don't think they met there, did they?
I don't think they met at their house.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I really don't think so. Although I saw some 4s coming in there really quickly, so I was almost kind of confused because they were almost seeming sure of themselves.
There you go. At summer camp, a lot of Simpsons fans. And I'm still really curious about what the reboot of King of the Hill is going to be like when it comes out. I can't wait to watch that one. Hey, what's up, Swarton? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Swarton.
I guess I didn't know that they were going to do a reboot of King of the Hill.
Yeah, there's a new season coming out this year.
Interesting.
And a new season of Dexter as well.
What?
Mm-hmm. New season of Dexter.
All right. How much is the sum of the three angles of a triangle? 190, 2, 360, 3, 220, or 4, 180? Interesting. Wait, what?
What?
I never watched. So they did the 8th one, and I had so many people because like Dexter was literally one of my favorite shows. And so I had somebody tell me, like, don't even watch the 8th season because you had to get a different like one of the networks, like Cinemax.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, people told me, like, don't even watch it. It's just gonna ruin it for you.
Yeah, there's a whole nother season coming out. I guess he's in. It's based in New York City now. Shizzy, good to see you, brother.
The 8th season, and I'm gonna have to go buy damn Cinemax.
Hey, look at this. We got a Shizzy raid coming in. Good to see you, Shizzy. Much appreciated, my friend. Good to see you, Shizzy. Love you, brother. All right, what is the area of the square with a side of 5 centimeters? 1, 50 square centimeters, 2, 25 square centimeters, 3, 20 square centimeters, or 4, 15 square centimeters?
It's got to be 15, right? 15?
Definitely 15.
Come on, y'all. Y'all need to learn your math.
Mathin'. I threw a couple fun math ones in here. Math is one of those things that will just irritate you sometimes.
Dude, I love math. Like, I mean, especially when it comes to simple math that it seems like so many people have a hard time with. And I'm like, that's how I know that my mind is still pretty sharp. All right, a heptagon is a shape with how many sides? 1, 9, 2, 7, 3, 5, or 4, 11?
Do you know this one, Friction?
I don't think it's 9. I know it's not 9. I know it's not 3 or 5. I would probably. No, wait a second. Is it 9?
I don't know. You're about to find out. No, it's not. It's 7.
I was gonna say I know it's not 11, and then I was starting to confuse myself if it was 9 or 7, which pretty amazingly, like my father-in-law was doing this custom wood table a few years back that we ended up getting, and I'm gonna put like a stand on the bottom of it, but he thought that he was making a perfect octagon table, and at the end of it, he made a perfect 9-angle table.
Oh, nice. That would be hard to do. All right, which is a prime number? 199, 283, 33, or 417?
Oh, Christy, you're gonna have to make sure that you pick you up a box of wine before trivia next week. Don't want an empty box when you're doing trivia with us. It's not fun.
Hey, welcome in all the people coming over from Shizzy's. You're catching the tail end of this trivia round. We do have another one about to start. But anyway, play along with us. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. Whatever coincides with the answer you think. We got a few more good rounds coming up. And we got a couple prizes to give away at the end of the night. So it's worth playing. So welcome in, everybody. We do appreciate that from Shizzy. Big shout out to him. If anybody that's a mod could drop Shizzy's in there just in case nobody over here is subbed up to him, definitely go over there and sub up our good friend Shizzy Wiznut.
All right, Emma has 2 yardsticks. She also has a 12-inch ruler. She laid them end to end in a line. How many feet is the line? 1, 9 feet, 2, 7 feet, 3, 5 feet, or 4, 11 feet? 2 yardsticks and a 12-inch ruler.
Pretty
all
easy.
laid in line. Look at you, Baker.
I know. I see that, Baker. Nice, man. I'll hit
Hold
that
on.
up.
All right, here we go. It goes, well, it's kind of coming in weird. So Rec Talk got one. Isaiah IP4XJ got one.
I know. I hate these new names. I hate this new thing they got going on here.
And then Swerton, Scott Free, and Shizzy Whiznut.
Hey, look at that. Shizzy got a membership over here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, Shizzy, now you got a membership.
You bring some folks and you get a sub.
Right.
Or
There you go.
A membership.
All right. Carefully is an example of what type of word. 1, a verb, 2, a noun, 3, an adverb, or 4, an adjective.
Hey, maybe not.
Yeah, the chat's moving fast. I'm trying to say hey to some of these new people coming in here.
Yeah, I thought I liked I think her name was or I don't know if it's a him or a her, was spelled Maebeenot. May be not.
What's up, Linda?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was KNOTT.
Not K-N-O-T-T. That would be naughty.
Not.
Naughty.
Oh.
I like that. I like it.
Actually, you're right. See, it's different, or it's unique that people's minds interpret something differently. I like to see where people's minds go.
I'm surprised yours didn't go naughty. I'm really surprised.
In the Northern Hemisphere, what month is the autumnal equinox? 1 September, 2 March, 3 August, or 4 April? Are we in the Northern Hemisphere? I swear, this is the one thing that really screws me up. Like, we're in the Western Hemisphere, but are we in the Northern then? Like, because we're above the, yeah, I was going to say, my birthday month. Come on, you guys. And he's muted.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Didn't realize I was muted. Sorry about that. Who else we got here? We got Trish coming in here. Good to see you, Trish. Maybe not. We got Linda in here. Good to see you guys. Swerting, you too, buddy. Always good to see you in here. And next round coming up is going to be horror movies. Then we got music. Then we got a what belongs. So what ancient civilization built the city of Machu Picchu in the Andes Mountains of Peru? Would it be 1, the Romans? Surely nobody's going to put that. 2, the Incas. 3, the Aztecs. Or 4, the Aztecs. Oh, shit. Well, hopefully it's not the Aztecs. Do I get the clown for that one? Not really.
I was going to say, actually, technically, you already owe yourself a clown earlier for when it was a music video and it had 2 song titles. And then there was another one that's like a person that's, you know, down on their luck and dumb and I don't know what they're doing. They need that.
All right. All right, there you go. There's the clown. All right, leaderboard coming up. We do have, 3 more rounds of trivia. So anybody just joining, you still got a chance. And we got hashtags. Look at that. Coming in first place, we got Katie, and then we had Lorraine Lamar after that. Then we had Abandoned Landscapes, followed by Gutters Pub, Vapion, and we had Matt Dummett, Thai Sport, Thai Sport, Reptile Dysfunction. Then we had Daphne Pride, Troy V, P Digits, and J Paul Dozer in there, but Barry. Then we had Real Baker. Why do I have to read that out like Real Baker? I hate this change. Then we had Godless, and Beer Macros was a person, Nancy, Christine, and the other players that didn't make it. But we do have the hashtag BBQ. So if you haven't put hashtag BBQ, go on ahead and get that in there, because everybody knows we're all going to be barbecuing sometime in the next couple of days, I would imagine.
What does the third person place's name? What does that say?
That is Abandoned Landscapes.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
So hashtag barbecue, BBQ. Put that in there. At the end of the night, we're going to spin a thing. We're going to give away a couple of cash apps. And if you get first place, you get 3 places on the wheel. Second place, 2 places. Third place, 1 place on the wheel. But you can always put hashtag BBQ. And that gets you, like, we're going to spin another wheel. Free spots on there. We do this for fun every Sunday night. And we have a load of fun doing it. So thanks, everybody, for being here. If you are watching over on X, You do have to come over to the YouTube side to play along, but you are always welcome over here.
And on top of the hashtag barbecue, to get your name on a wheel, there's just a free chance without having to win in trivia. Also, know for the people that are just coming in that we also
this is gonna
have.
be way hard to explain.
Do it.
So this one will be hard to explain.
Well, no, if you are the sole correct answer in any trivia question, your name automatically goes on the wheel.
Okay, cool. I was afraid you were going to try to get into Skyfox. I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be way too hard.
No, I figured I'll break that in later on.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
speaking of Skyfox, we good?
Yep.
All right, so we'll go back over here to this. So last person up there was Vapion. I'm going to stop this game and start another one. How many times do you want me to spin this thing tonight, Friction?
You can go ahead and...
I'm sorry, the wrong one. Look at that. I got it coming back to you.
I was gonna say how many names are on the wheel, and then we'll make a decision off of that.
And we'll bring this back up. Vapion was the last one up.
All right, and all right, go ahead and spin it 6 times.
6 times. I like it. All right, so we did decide the next game we're doing is horror movies, right?
Yeah, I think horror, and then we're going to go back to the other round of music, right?
All right, I like it. Horror flicks. So let me go on ahead and get that set up and get ready to go. And this is going to be screenshots from famous horror movies, and you're going to have to guess the movie 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. Pretty much that easy. A lot of them are really easy. Some are a little bit tricky. If you're a movie fan, you will do well. Then we got music coming up after that. So if you're a music fan, and then we got a What Belongs that I always have fun doing. We always end the night with that. Let's see.
Tommy Temper, I used to do the same thing all the time, and that's how I usually do trivia. I have it up on the TV, and then I'm playing on my laptop or like a phone or something nearby.
What's up, Tommy Temper? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Tommy. So hashtag BBQ. Put that in there if you haven't already. We're going to spin this thing 5 times, you said, right? Is that what you said?
I said 6 times.
All right, 6 times. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Now I see why everybody's like, hi, Joey. Hey, Joey. Joey. Hey, Joey.
What's up, Joey? Good to see you. All right. We got Connor Stallions coming in there.
All right, Connor Stallions. First wiener.
All right, abandoned landscapes on a roll. I like it.
Sometimes with just a little bit of manicuring, those are the best landscapes.
Didn't.
Do what now?
Nothing. I said I wasn't going to make any bad jokes tonight. I'm going to try to get through the night without the bad jokes. All right, Oilers. Let's get Oilers in there as well.
All right.
See, even abandoned landscapes is laughing at that one.
Oh yeah, I know where it was going.
All right, what else we got coming up here? We have Crentine.
That's why I was like, surely there's something like messed up right here, or maybe she just accidentally had like a little typo or something, because it's Christy, and she surely is not Christy and Crentine at the same time.
I would hope not. All right, how many more times? 2? 1, 2?
Let's see. We've got 2 more times. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, or well, just go ahead and spin it 2 more times. It's fine.
All right, here we go. We got Linda. Go ahead and write that like down, Linda.
I was gonna say, was that Lynda?
Yep, Linda Zanin. Linda Zanin, write that one down and get it up on the wheel. Linda, you're up on the wheel. You got a chance to win tonight. There you go. And we got Wandering Gone. Wandering Gone, good to see you in here. Wandering Gone as well. I'm going to go on ahead and hit
Wandering Gone or Wandering One?
Oh, Wandering One. Yeah, sorry. See, I hate reading these out like this. I hate this new change. What's up, Trish? Good to see you, Trish.
And this is why I've enjoyed doing trivia with you for so long, because I could pick on you like that.
I like getting picked on. You know, if you can't get messed with, then it just ain't no fun.
Yeah, I don't know how many times like you've been like, "Hey, Friction, can you grab that thing in the corner of the ceiling? Now bring it in closer to your face."
Right. Exactly. And in between here, let me give a big shout out. Baker gifted out 5 Traveling Fools memberships. Really much appreciated to you, Baker. You know, stuff like that really, you know how that helps keep this going, helps us pay for these programs, helps us do all this stuff, and, you know, keeps the shows going. So thank you so much, Baker. Much appreciated, buddy. All right, Friction, I will be back in 2 seconds. Make sure you tell everybody to be live, how to play. I think we have some new people in here. So.
And hey, Christopher, welcome in. Make sure that you guys if you guys are on a computer, go ahead and hit the live or refresh your stream at the top, click the link and then press enter, wait for it to reload and come back up. Hit the live in the bottom side, left corner of your screen if you guys are on your phone, and if you guys are watching from your phone or from your TV, then just go ahead and back out of the channel altogether and then just go back in, and it gets you guys more current, so that way your guys' answers come in as top of the line as you can. Oh, Pete, did you out of here? Time for bed. Let's see until next week. If you don't see someone until next week, it's 30 minutes from now. All right, here you go. What is this? The Exorcist 2, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, 3, 7, or 4, 28 days later.
All right. All right, thanks for taking that first one. I couldn't resist with the scary movie Pamela Anderson give here. So.
I was about to say, did her boob just move on her own? She's got pectoral muscles that she's just like...
Right, exactly. I was looking for I actually typed in scary movie GIF, and this is like one of the first things that came up, and I was like, oh, scary movie. All right, there you go.
Yeah, her boobs are pulsing. It's weird. I guess I don't remember that part from that movie. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, and like Gutter says, make sure you're streaming live. Otherwise, you ain't got a chance. Take this one, too, and we'll get back on track.
All right. What is this one? 2, The Descent, 1, The Descent, 2, Halloween, 3, Friday the 13th, or 4, Battle Royale.
Now, I do have a few really tricky ones in this. So if you're not like you know, it's going to be hard. But we do have Friction's music trivia coming up here in a minute. And we got a What Belongs that makes it anybody's game, I promise you. Did you watch any of the show we did Friday night, Friction?
I've actually been kind of busy up until last night this weekend. Like I said, last night, because I was like, oh, I didn't have a chance to come on and do anything on Friday night.
All right, hang on, we'll talk. Which one is this? 1, The Thing, 2, Rosemary's Baby, 3, I Saw the Devil, or 4, Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, because I had been so kind of tied up on the first part of the weekend. Like last night, I was like, oh, maybe Fools might just randomly pop up with a Saturday night something or whatever that I can hop into, but I've been busy up until then. So, no, I did not get a chance to see it. Tell me about it.
Oh, we had a pretty good show. We brought on a guest. It was pretty fun.
I heard you, or you did the actual call-in, right?
Well, yeah, we always talk about a topic, some kind of, interesting conspiracy or, this, that. We talked about like the Montauk program and like astral projecting and So it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun show, I thought.
Were you able to take in calls? Or did you take
at the end. Yeah, at the end. We had a few people call in. It was fun. We had our buddy what's his name? All right, here you go. Take it.
All right. What is this? 1, Wrong Turn. 2, Wolf Creek. 3, The Mist. Or 4, Cabin in the Woods. My bad. I was a second behind because I didn't realize that I was on the YouTube screen, not StreamYard.
Yeah, we had a few fun callers call in. Baker came on with us. He got back from being out of town. It was a good time. We had a pretty good show. So I like those shows.
And I like talking about sound and everything worked out with the phone call, because I know we were talking about that last week.
No, we were just doing the link still. We've almost got it figured out with actually taking, routing in direct calls from phone lines. But
yeah, like Baker, how he did to test and stuff.
Right, we've got it where we've got it down without using software to where we can pull one in, but everybody on panel can't hear that person, or everybody on panel can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about last week. Okay. Yeah.
So we're figuring out ways of rerouting it back into the soundboard without having to buy software. We're trying to, be cheap. All right. So which one is this? 1, The Birds. 2, Psycho. 3, Dawn of the Dead. Or 4, 1984.
Uh-oh.
Let me switch the music.
It looks like Fools, your BFF is here. Hi, Eagle.
My BFF.
Yeah, it says hi, BFF in Friction.
Oh, this must be Wes. I don't see it, but
I don't know. It says at Eagle _0.1.
I'm assuming it's Wes. Good to see you, Wes. He always calls me his BFF. We got off to a bad start on YouTube, but we're friends now, so we always joke around. Good to see you, Wes.
Is that Wes Robinson?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Good to see you, Wes.
What in the... Okay. Yeah, this whole new YouTube thing, and then you share your referral link and everything, are just weird.
That's a pain.
All right, what is this? When the strangers to the Evil Dead. 3, Let the Right One In. Or 4, Dollhouse. I know this one.
Which one is it?
2.
Yeah, there you go. I tried to trick some people with the strangers with, almost like they're wearing one of those masks, but it's not looking like many people are getting tricked.
My ex from when, I don't know, almost 20 years ago, he was obsessed with 2 movies, and that was The Evil Dead and The Princess Bride. And
both great movies. I
never watched The Princess Bride, not even one time, all the way through.
Inconceivable.
I never watched it all the way through. But The Evil Dead, for some reason, because it was one of those films that was too gory for us to even play in America, to where it was banned, it created an interest in me, and I literally have watched that movie 200 times.
All right, which one is this? 1, The Omen. 2, The Good Son. 3, Identity. Or 4, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Anybody out there knowing the faster you answer on these, the better off you are. The program does take all that into effect.
Hey, Wes. Yeah. I'm glad that he was able to put it together and I wasn't. At least as soon as he said Wes, it's like, oh, Wes Robinson. So I know as much as I need to know, and he can connect all the links and everything else for me. Right.
Well, between the two of us, we can wreck anything. What's up, Steve Harlola? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. As always. Always good to see you.
Aloha.
Or Harloha. I always say Harlola.
Aloha.
Aloha. He's in Hawaii. It's always aloha.
Right, what is this? 1, The Others. 2, The Conjuring. 3, Black Noise. Or 4, Black Christmas.
Do you like scary movies?
I love them.
See, I do too. Mrs. Full, she hates them. She hates them. And a lot of times, I'll go to bed at night and I'll start watching one, and then you know how stuff recommends if you fall asleep, now TV will recommend something else, and she'll wake up.
Yeah.
She'll wake me up. You're like, you son of a bitch. She'll wake up to some other movie that's on, to some slasher movie. She's like, why do I wake up to this? I'm like, sorry.
I would actually rather wait. Like, you remember back in the day when you would fall asleep and you have the DVD player going with a certain DVD, and then it keeps replaying the same song that's on the main page where, you go to like extras or
That was
actual film.
horrible. All right, which one is this? 1, a descent; 2, the cavern; 3, beneath; or 4, below.
I hate that. And also, I used to have roommates back in the day when I was like 17 and I first moved out of my house. I had these 2 guy roommates that they both played their TVs extremely loud, and they both watched the same stupid DVD like every night. And the 2, like, my room was between the 2 of theirs. And like, actually, because it was a weird style house, so I actually shared my bedroom door went directly into one of my roommates' rooms. And so, but then there was like a little tiny hallway before I went to the other roommates' rooms, and both of them would be playing all night, blaring that sound after their video ended. And I'd wake up at 2:00 in the morning every night, just like
Hearing the same loop of...
and it's coming from both sides, the same crap. What is this? 1, The Night of the Hunter; 2, Shaun of the Dead; 3, Dead Alive; or 4, 28 Days Later.
You ever see The Night of the Hunter? Night of the Hunter is a great movie.
That's the only one that I don't think that I recognize.
Okay, so it's a Robert Mitchum film. So it goes back, God, it was probably made in the 50s. It's black and white. It made in the 50s. And this guy, he's hunting down, he's like the preacher, that was with their mom. And I guess she died, and they've got this this money, the jewelry or whatever. And he's hunting them down. And it's like, that old school, scary, good movie. He's got, like, on the one hand, that's where the whole thing with having love and hate tattooed on your knuckles.
Oh, yeah.
That's where that comes from, is from that old Robert Mitchum movie. And you've seen people copy it down the line. But really good movie if you're into, like, old, classic film. All right, so which one is this? 1, The Thing; 2, The Evil Dead; 3, Firestarter; or 4, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I always thought the knuckle tattoos would be cool if it said Hard Knock.
Knock?
But see, so here's the thing. If you're going to be the Hard Knock that puts those on your knuckles, because I've actually seen this tattoo before, you're the Hard Knock that also doesn't know how to spell. So you end up
right. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, isn't
it? N-O-C-K. And when you meet the person that has hard N-O-C-K tattooed on their knuckles,
and it's kind of like no regrets.
You're just like, you're so stupid, but I am so happy to meet you.
It's always nice to
I've
meet
always
people that are
wanted to
dumb
meet
and hard.
somebody that can put stuff together. It's different if it's a Chinese symbol and you just don't understand it and you think it means something else. But what is this? 1, Society; 2, Saw; 3, It Follows; or 4, Brain Dead.
Yeah, it's kind of like that no regrets thing,
Sure.
you always see, or something, that same kind of like nonsense.
Which a lot of people, they go out, and it's funny because you kind of go to a little weird touristy place, you meet some sketchy folks, and then you end up getting talked into a tattoo, and you end up putting something on you that means something so far, like it could be like dog poop in Chinese symbols, and you think that it means love always. Those are the ones that I'm like, why would you even put something on if you really weren't sure?
All right, which one is this? 1, The Thing; 2, Predator; 3, The Martian; or 4, Hellraiser.
The Martian or Martin?
Yeah, the Martin. Whatever. I suck at typing.
Well, I didn't know if there is a movie called Martin that's like a scary freaking horror flick.
Wasn't that like a sitcom or something like that? Like the Martin Lawrence show or something?
Martin with Martin Short.
Oh, was that Martin Short? Hell, I don't know.
It was Martin Short for sure. Hanging with Martin or something.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my husband is so cultured.
Okay, Martin. Yeah, Martin Lawrence. See, Lorraine's. What's up, Lorraine?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Martin Short is the skinny, tiny little.
Yeah,
older.
Martin Short's the little.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Now I'm embarrassed. All right, you guys forgive me. All right, what is this? 1, Zombie. 2, Return of the Night of the Living Dead. 3, Reanimator. Or 4, Friday Night. Or Fright Night. I'm sorry, Fright Night.
See, this almost looks like the scene from Return of the Night of the Living Dead. I think that's the right one where they were working in the mortuary. It almost looks like that scene. That's why I threw it in there.
Just trying to fool with people.
Well, if you've watched the movies, you know, like maybe it would fool a couple people. Did they, Swerton? I've never seen that. That's probably interesting to watch. I don't know who's going to win this one. I think I've seen Vapion, Genocide, a lot of them coming in on top. And kind of when I made these, I thought of those people. All right, which one is this? The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Suspiria, 3 Funny Games, or 4 From Dusk Till Dawn? Oh, I like this. Lots of different answers coming in here. And we do thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Really, thanks for spending your Sunday night with us. Always good to have, new faces in here. What's up, Outlaw? Good to see you, buddy. Look at that. Suspiria coming in there, way up there on top. I figured I would get more people with this one. I thought I'd get some more Rocky Horror on there, but, so we got our people that know who to cheat off of, or really everybody knows their, their things. And, if you're cheating off people's answers, that's smart to do. Find somebody that you think's got them right and roll with it. If you don't know the answer, that's how you win. All right, leaderboard coming up in right now. Coming in first place, we had Frank Green. Look at that. Vapion coming in second, and Connor Stallions coming in third. Then we had Nancy after that. Then Gutters Pub, surprisingly, coming in there. Didn't know you were a big horror film. Then we had Katie after that. Then we had Linda and Dozer Reptile Dysfunction, the best name on the internet. I always have to say that. Followed by Trish after that. We had Jay Paul. Then the Beer and Backroads was a person. Troy, Daphne Pride in there. Matt Dummett, Incognita, Abandoned Landscapes, Lorraine Lamar, Twisted R. Good to see you, Twisted R. And the other people didn't make the board, but hashtag BBQ. We got 2 more rounds of trivia for you. Hashtag BBQ, put that in there. That's a chance to get on the board without even winning trivia. So there you go.
All right, you finished because I did the whole Frank Green typing out. Who's third place?
Third place is Connor Stallions.
Connor Stallions. All right. Skyfox.
All right, here we go. We'll flip back over to the other one, and maybe I won't exit out of it this time. There we go. Wandering Gone was the last one up there. So go on ahead and put hashtag BBQ if you haven't already. We like getting as many names up on the final wheel as possible. So I'm hitting stop on this one. And we're doing your music trivia now, right?
Yep.
What kind of music trivia is it? I never even look at what you put in there. So I find it more fun to just,
So this one, there are, I know that sometimes I do like really challenging trivia. So I was trying to do something a little bit easier and just see who beats to the buzzer the faster. So
okay, cool.
There's definitely some easy ones in there. There's I know that everybody knows, and then there's a couple. A little bit more challenging, but yeah, I think it should be pretty simple.
Well, I know the What Belongs I did for tonight. There's a few in there that are just going to be like, oh my God. Unless you just know, there's no way possible. So it'll be anybody's game. Anybody's got a chance of getting up on there.
Which, one thing that I did notice, after when I was doing the editing of some, having my husband putting in some pictures that are just fun or whatever for my round, is that I accidentally erased 3 of my questions.
Oh no.
So, but I mean, it's only a 13, which it was kind of weird. It was going to be a 16 round question or a 16 question round, but it ended up being a 13 instead.
Yeah, well, there you go. 13, lucky number, you and Taylor Swift. All right, so how many times do you want me to spin this thing tonight?
Let's go. I think we got a lot of folks coming in here. I'm going to give everybody a fair chance, because we have so many people that always have an name on the wheels. Let's go ahead and spin another 6 times.
6 more times. All right, cool. I like it. All right, here we go.
Tripp wants to know if you've ever done or ever pondered calling baseball games on the radio.
Not baseball, but we do cover a lot of college football over here, and that's more kind of our wheelhouse. I do have a gig where I do cover college football on the radio. That's totally separate and seasonal. And we do podcasts and a bunch of other stuff like that. Some conspiracy theory stuff. We're all over the place. We do all kinds of stuff, voiceovers, anything in the world. So yeah, make sure you sub up, Tripp. Yeah, we've always got something fun for you. All right, Incognita, we got her going on there. Good job, Rita.
Or him, if it happens.
I'm assuming that's not a he by the picture.
Well, a lot of, think about Nate and all the pictures that Nate puts up.
Okay.
He's definitely a boy. So you don't want to assume that's
Mr. Andrew K. Heinrich.
I was going to say, should I put it in there?
I know, just put Andy. Just put Andy Heinrich. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I was going to do. All right, got Andy.
All right, B Bean. I didn't even see B Bean come in here.
Wait, where is B Bean? Are you hiding, B Bean?
What's up, B Bean? But if I was going to cover baseball, I would want to be covering either the Atlanta Braves or just for LW, I'd want to be covering the Houston Astros. One or the other. Now batting number 9, Roy Hobbs.
I agree, LW. This whole app thing is like, I don't even know who the hell trying to put this into play.
All right, so this is Wes.
Yep, got Wes.
All right.
And 3 more rolls. Oh, wait. No. Wait. Go ahead and spin it 2 more times.
All right, Twisted R. Let's get Twisted R up on there as well.
Oh, which, by the way, Twisted R, I saw that you were coming in here earlier, and he was playing some videos and thanking people. But welcome in, Twisted R. That's when you were doing, I think Baker had done a bunch of memberships right then, and she was saying hello to us when she was coming in, and I meant to get to her, but then I got distracted.
All right, we got Trisha Owens going up on there. Thanks for coming in, Trisha.
Trisha. Were you going to start saying Trisha?
Right, no, I was reading like Trish Owens, and then I saw the 2 O's. I'm multitasking. It takes a lot to do this, folks. I've got like 3 screens going. I've got, all kinds of stuff. The programs we're running right now are, through the roof. All right, and one more time, just for you. All right, Lorraine, there we go. We got Lorraine coming in. We've already got the next game rolling, Friction's Music Trivia. So everybody do make sure you refresh. Make sure you are streaming live at the bottom left. If you tap your screen, if you're on a phone, or if you're on a computer, take your mouse over there, tap that, hit the live button, or hit refresh right now and, get in there. You got to be streaming live to be able to win at this.
That's funny. I just read the comment, the most recent comment just popped in, and it said, Trish is fine. And that's exactly how I read it. Trish is fine.
Trish is fine.
She's saying you can call her Trish instead of Trish. Trish, you fine, though. Somebody said it in chat, and I'm just going to ignore who said it. Exactly, BB. LMAO. That's the silly and friction. Do you guys see this picture in the background? Oh, I wish you guys could see it a little bit better because that's my husband. It's hilarious. All right, I'm going to take it over. Which band released the album A Night at the Opera in 1975? 1, Rolling Stones, 2, Queen, 3, Pink Floyd, or 4, Led Zeppelin?
All right, so who's going to win this? Who's going to win this? What do you think, Friction? Yeah, screw you, gutters. Screw you, gutters. Queen sucks. We all know that.
Troy V's got a place, right? Surely. His internet super fast, and he's making sure that he's going to be like the first one in. There you go.
All right, take this one too.
All right, what was Elvis Presley's first #1 hit on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100? 1, Jailhouse Rock, 2, Heartbreak Hotel, 3, Don't Be Cruel, or 4, Blue Suede Shoes?
Hey, what's up, Maven? Good to see you, Maven. Come on, Cosmic. You
That's
got
right,
this.
Cosmic. Yeah.
You got this,
There'll be a question that comes to you that you're just like, no doubt.
I like Cosmic. Cosmic's a good guy. I went on his panel the other night. We talked conspiracy theories for about an hour and a half late at night. It was pretty fun. Always good to see you, Maven. I hope if you've made any leeway figuring out that stuff. I've been waiting to see you go live and try some of that new stuff out.
Question.
Oh, which Beatles album features a zebra crossing on the cover? 1, Rubber Soul, 2, Revolver, 3, Help, or 4, Abbey Road? Sorry, these are going fast. You got the timer set quick.
Yeah, no. Well, you remember a while back ago, you were like, I just said it to the least amount of time. So I started doing that, but I was like, I can't remember which one he said he did that for. I
usually send, this is what I do. The first one I set to
120.
Well, yeah, that one. Then the second one, the time to answer like 18 to 19 seconds because that cuts down. Then the next one between questions, I set to like 39.
Oh, okay. All right. Which female artist released the album Jagged Little Pill in 1995? 1, Sheryl Crow, 2, Natalie Imbruglia, 3, Jewel, or 4, Alanis Morissette?
Imbruglia. It was like Julia Gulia. She said Imbruglia. Natalie Imbruglia.
You know, she did the song Torn. You know who she is, right?
Mm-hmm. Nego Trip, make sure you're putting in 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think it does still do it. And Cosmic and Wandering Gone, Wandering One. I went, God dang, it's hard to read.
Wandering Gone.
Make sure y'all are streaming live. Hit that live button.
Right.
Angry Girl music.
Question.
All right, which group sang I Want It This or I Want It That Way? 1, NSYNC, 2, LMFAO, 3, Boys to Men, or 4, Backstreet Boys?
That's hilarious. I wrote incense.
Incense and peppermints.
And I don't like, I put, okay, like that band number 2, like something about it doesn't seem right, but that's the name of the band. Like,
yeah, they do that. They do that. Don't they do that song? I'm sexy and I know it, you know. No. Isn't that LMFAO?
No. I'm thinking of like a 90s, like 2000s boy band. Isn't it LFAO or something?
There you go.
Which city is considered the birthplace of grunge music? 1, Seattle, 2, Portland, 3, New York, or 4, Los Angeles? Yeah, I couldn't remember what their band was, so I just put in LMFAO because that seemed.
I think that's a little bit newer. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. I work out. Yeah, exactly, Trip. You know, isn't that the I'm sexy?
What the hell?
I work out.
is their name? LMFAO band. Hold on.
LW says grunge isn't real.
Oh.
All right, in
No.
which American city, or in which city did American rap producer Deji Khalid originate from? 1, New York, 2, Miami, 3, Detroit, or 4, Atlanta? See, Cosmic, she told you there was going to be a question for you. Love you, brother. What's up, Sun Chaser? Who is that? Is that Jesse? I think so. If so, what's up, Jesse?
What was the band that Nick Lachey was in?
No
Which
idea.
band released songs such as Rio, Girls on Film, and The Reflex? 1, The Cure, 2, New Order, 3, Duran Duran, or 4, Depeche Mode?
Girls on Film.
Which band released songs such as I don't know why I worded it like that.
Such as. Yeah, it's really like mind-boggling to me why YouTube would switch this up like this.
Yeah, which I thought that a couple weeks ago that somebody had mentioned in our chat that they had noticed that on somebody else's channel.
Which duo released the hit song Out of Touch? 1, Tears for Fears, 2, Simon and Garfunkel, 3, Hall & Oates, or 4, Eurythmics? This has got to be Hall & Oates, right?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Dang. You didn't ask that question soon enough for Swerton to get on board.
Oh, come on, Swerton. Not Tears for Fears. Shout. Right, there you go.
Which singer performed the 2020 Super Bowl halftime show? 1, The Weeknd, 2, Rihanna, 3, Katy Perry, or 4, J-Lo and Shakira?
Who the hell is The Weeknd?
What? No. Oh. All my bitches trying to do it so low.
I have no idea who that is.
Get up with you. Oh. No, I'm just kidding.
No idea who that is.
If I played you a song or two, I mean, obviously we would get
probably would
copyrighted
still
and shut down really fast, but I could definitely play you a song that I'm sure that you've heard somewhere before.
These detailers call me a boomer. Come on, D. I ain't a boomer. I just don't know who The Weeknd is. All right, here you go. Ringo Starr of the Beatles mainly played what instrument? 1, the piano, 2, guitar, 3, drums, or 4, bass? And who did he replace, Friction? Ringo Starr was like the lottery winner of the 1960s. Like if there was a lottery in the 1960s, Ringo Starr. Pete Best, the original drummer, said, "This isn't going anywhere. I quit," and moved on. They brought in Ringo Starr, a mediocre, subpar drummer, and he won the lottery. The guy won the lottery. And Pete Best had to sit there and regret that for the rest of his life, that he wasn't the Beatles. All right.
Wait, who was the original lead singer of Genesis before Phil Collins? 1, Roger Waters, 2, Peter Gabriel, 3, Freddie Mercury, or 4, David Bowie? It's funny that you asked who replaced or who had he replaced, because then I asked who's the original of this one.
Yeah, this one's obviously Peter Gabriel. I like Peter Gabriel, and that's funny, and I like Genesis. I actually like the band.
Yeah, I mean, especially back in the day.
And it was cool music at the time.
Yeah, exactly. At the time.
All right, here we go. What year was Hoon Her 2 album Altai Cyan Tandy Ula released? 1, 2010, 2, 2006, 3, 2004, 4, 1993. No idea.
This is the one that I was trying to delete when I accidentally deleted my other third question.
I mean, what does this even mean? Is this English or is this
Yes.
like, do they click a lot in this or something? This is like,
This is like music. This is legitimate music trivia, but this is one that I was trying to delete. When
Troy V, I'm with you. Who the hell is that? Never even heard of this in my life. And I've been a musician my whole life, and I have never heard of this. No idea. Holy cow. All right, let's see who ends up winning. Frank Green coming in first place. Then we had Twisted R. Then we had Daphne Pride after that. Good job, guys. Then let's see who else we have. We had Mr. Andy, followed by Jimmy Boyles, Troy V, Matt Dummett, The Maven, B Bean, Linda, E Reptile Dysfunction, Trish Owens, Lorraine in there, Jay Paul, Connor Stallions, Gutters Pub, Nancy H, Vapion, and Dozer leading out the leaderboard. We do have one more round, going to be tricky as hell. One more round, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll see who the big two winners of the night is. So hang tight, and we'll see what happens. You're getting good at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. I hate it. I messed up. I hit the button backwards, but. Yep, B Bean, of course, What Belongs being the last one. You know, I always like to do that one. That game, the What Belongs, I end up sitting here for like an hour, usually hour and a half making that game, usually, the What Belongs. And it makes it fun. So if you haven't put in there hashtag BBQ, barbecue, because everybody's going to be barbecuing this week, 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to everybody. We won't see you probably before then. But, you know, happy 4th of July. So if you haven't put hashtag BBQ, go on ahead and get that in there now.
Thank you, Vapion. You literally just created a lot less mental anxiety that I've been having. I've been trying to figure out, like, if it was this a Nick Lachey band? What band was this that I was thinking of? And I am so stupid. But yes, Vapion, you are awesome. The LMFAO band that I put in earlier, it's because I couldn't remember the actual band name, but it's LFO.
Oh, LF. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a cheesy 2000s like band, and he like Vapion just said that, like, they did a song like something like Girls in the Summer or something.
What was the other one like that? It was EMF. Remember EMF?
EMF? I don't know. No.
Yeah.
What the heck?
EMF, you know, it's 3 a.m. 3 a.m. EMF is going to rock you. Yeah, it was like, you know, this cheesy music back then.
From Gloucestershire?
Oh, I have no idea. Say that again?
Gloucestershire?
I don't know. It sounds like you're trying to clear your throat.
Gloucestershire?
A lot of German, you know, it sounds like you're trying to clear your throat.
That's... You have to...
Yeah, right. I'm from Hockenstein. All right, cool. So how many times do you want me to spin this thing now?
You can go ahead and spin it 5 times.
Gutters Pub. All right, we got Gutters on there. She can't win at trivia, but she gets on there anyway. So there you go, Gutters. You know, when you're flying around, you know, she's a philanthropist anyway. You know, she just, you know, goes around, flies around doing humanitarian aid all over the world. Make sure everybody does so. Gutters over there.
Gloucestershire.
Go Pat 99.
Go Pats. I mean,
Let's say that. What? Who is
only
it again?
for you, Go Pats.
Who is it again, Patricia?
Go Pats.
I'm just seeing how many times I can use to say Go Pats. All right, we got Katie going on there. Let's get Katie on there. Baker. All right, we got Baker going on there as well. And I will change the song here in a second too, so we're not listening to the same goddamn song over and over again. That's my next upgrade here. We're gonna get a different thing going. All right, this one is Blibbit.
What?
Says Blibbit.
All right, I was waiting to just spell something and you tell me, but I didn't.
I'll leave it up there for a second for you to, take it for what it is. It says Blibbit.
I thought you said live it, and then I was, yeah. All right, blibbit. Being like I be, but in tune, right? Oh, something like that.
All right, we got Lori Jean going up there. What am I supposed to do? This one more time?
Yes, sir.
All right, doing it right now. And I'm hitting start on the last game here of the night. All right, we got Gixer going up there.
All right, got Gixer on the wheel.
All right, folks, this is the last game of the night. Sometimes we do drop the link at the end of the night. We might do that in a minute just to let anybody pop on. But we do want to say thanks for everybody for coming in. And please make sure you all have hit the thumbs up button, subbed up, and all that jazz. And, anytime you ever would like to contribute to the show or anything like that, help us give away these prizes, keep the games going, and pay for these things. It is never required or anything, but it is always appreciated. Friction's PayPal is down there. Cash App's up here. Become a member of the channel. Cash App, super chats, any of that kind of stuff. We just give it back to you guys. We do this for fun, but, we are self-funded. There we go. A fan-funded show. So the only way we can ever do this is by you guys. And, big shout out P. Digits Baker coming in buying memberships tonight. We appreciate that from everybody. But we do thank you for being here, and that is the most important thing. So thanks, everybody. Please at least make sure you hit the thumbs up button.
BB wants to know if that woman survived that pool jump.
I think she survived, but her teeth did not. I mean, she definitely.
She has a little bit of nails and staples and screws are holding the top.
She definitely lost teeth.
All right, have a good one, Squirtin'. If that means that you're pissing out, I don't know what that means exactly. Yeah, it's almost like she's looking up like, is my skull cracked in half and my bleeding out from right here? Because...
All right, here we go. The Gobi Desert, 1 South America, 2 Australia, 3 Asia, or 4 Africa. Some of these are going to be tricky. This one's pretty easy. They will get harder, I promise. That was that one time you told me you were going to do that, right? Remember before the show, you were like, I'm going to do this one time.
That's why I did it.
And yeah, okay, cool, thanks. There we go. Maven, if you'd have missed this one, I'd have yelled at you. But there you go. Yeah, Gobi Desert is up there by China. All that jazz.
I am actually really surprised that so many people said South America. But I think it's funny because I thought that everybody was going to go for Africa.
Dozer. Always good to see you, brother. These what belongs are never easy. That's why we save it for last. I usually put about an hour and a half or so into making these, and I just do it for fun.
All right, built on 7 hills, 1 Rome, 2 Jerusalem, 3 Atlantis, or 4 Athens.
Yeah, these are my most fun to do. The other ones are just trivia questions, and I ask a lot through the weeks, when I actually host things IRL. But these are the fun ones to me to try to figure out how to, really trick people.
And I like how they're really short.
Well, that's the point too. It makes it easy. It's like there's none of this. You have to read a goddamn book to get to the the question or the answer. It's just wham bam, thank you, bam.
Exactly. And I'm just saying for like people like Jay Paul, who said earlier that he's not even reading it. He waits till we finish the last word to put in the answer. It's nice.
All right, the Gadsden purchase, would that be 1, James Polk, 2, Franklin Pierce, 3, Andrew Johnson, or 4, Abraham Lincoln?
Uh-oh. Gutter's Pub. She got her RV fixed. So now she's fixed it of mice and everything else that's going wrong with that thing lately. It seems like your RVs just want to take a poop on you lately.
Yeah, Gutters is going to get to go in that RV one day.
I know. Just stick to the jet, girl. Who cares about the RV?
No, she's got a goddamn jet. She's got 2 airplanes and she's worried about traveling in an RV. Like, sweet Jesus.
I know, especially when you can't keep the critters and everything else. The issues that are going on with the RV. You can't keep it out. Just get in the plane.
I know. The only reason she comes around here is she just wants to see what the pores do.
I think she's probably too scared to fly lately because of all this weather stuff. It's like, it's
probably.
Capital named after the 4-H president. 1 Wisconsin, 2 Nebraska, 3 Missouri, or 4 Mississippi. That's a good one right there because I was thinking that you accidentally left out the T.
I did accidentally leave out the T.
Okay, so that's not capital named after the 4-H president.
No,
it's the
fourth president.
Damn.
And here is Gutters. Loading up to her jet. Now, this is the same woman that is complaining about her RV not being ready to go yet. So, there's only so much sympathy I can have for that.
I'm sorry, Bean. Yeah, I shouldn't. I don't even know how to handle that one because there are 4-H presidents and there's also 4th presidents. Or 4th president. There you go.
All right, the Etch-a-Sketch, would that be 1, lead, 2, iron, 3, graphite, or 4, aluminum? How does an Etch-a-Sketch work? Any idea?
Yeah, graphite.
You think?
I'm pretty sure. No, or is it lead? No, it couldn't be lead, but yeah, it's graphite.
No, it isn't.
What?
It's aluminum. Aluminum shavings in an Etch-a-Sketch. Has nothing to do with a magnet if Beer and Backroads was a person. Aluminum's the only one it's non-magnetic. Has nothing to do with a magnet.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of the one where you have that little magnetic pin, and you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, totally different. Etch-a-Sketch had the things like Tune in Tokyo,
That one is though. Native alligators. 1 Malaysia, 2 India, 3 China, or 4 Brazil.
Yeah, sorry about the typos, folks. I don't really like the type stuff.
Unobtainium.
Aluminium.
I'm like, I don't even understand how people come up with that. Like, what makes that neum sound? N-I-U-M.
Yeah, different language. I remember Mrs. Fools for the longest time she was talking about aluminium, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And I finally figured it out. I'm like, oh, aluminum. I get it.
Like, we'll just call it full, babe. Because surely she doesn't work with those materials other than like aluminum full type stuff like me, right?
All right, here you go. Which is larger? 1, Russia. 2, Australia. 3, the Arctic Ocean. Or 4, Antarctica. Which is larger?
I used to draw all sorts of things on those boards, LW. We won't discuss the things I used to draw.
I could only imagine what you did.
This is what my chest is going to look like when I get older, hopefully. Hopefully. Maybe one day I like you draw a baby into the picture, and then it's just like your parents are going to have kids again, even though they've been separated for 15 years, and like your dad was old as shit when he had you.
Be live, getter.
Columbus captained 1, Santa Maria, 2, Pinta, 3, Nina, or 4, Mayflower.
Columbus. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Yeah, you're sitting. Yeah, exactly. I'm just literally singing that shit in my head.
Right. How can you not, after watching Step Brothers, how can you not sing that song in your head?
And 75% of you guys got it right with the Santa Maria.
Nice.
Awesome. Barry and Doja. The Mayflower, really?
The Mayflower.
That's cute. I really like that. That's cute.
Pilgrim. All right, here we go. Next one coming up right now.
Bubbles and nose.
All right, star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. 1, Terry Bradshaw. 2, O.J. Simpson. 3, Joe Namath. Or 4, Jim Brown. Well, I'm seeing answers all over the place on this one.
I'm gonna go with 1. I don't know. Who the hell? Yeah, I don't. Oh, yes! Yes! 1 with the only other 4 that knew this. Awesome. I feel good about, because I was just like, damn. I was like, I could be an idiot if it's OJ, but I would rather say that it's Terry. Yeah, awesome. Good job, you guys. That's great. I'm glad that I guessed with the best.
Yeah, it's not OJ, Cutters. It's not OJ.
The glove didn't fit.
Yeah, exactly. The star didn't fit.
All right, Death Valley. 1, Utah. 2, New Mexico. 3, Nevada. Or 4, Arizona.
This is the one. Remember when I said I was thinking forward and didn't
you
put
about the California.
Yeah,
and
right.
Look, as soon as I read out those states, I was just like, this is probably the one that he wasn't even really paying attention, but he's like, yeah, this
I was
is not
responding to a
the
text
one.
message when that other question came up, and I thought of this question. I wasn't even listening to the whole thing. 100%. Whoop, there it goes. 100%. I like it.
I think if you had thrown California on here.
Well, it's in California, so, I had to pick the one that's smallest part of it,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess that's
right.
That's why sometimes it's like trick questions. It's like you could answer, but it would be the right answer, so it sucks.
Yeah, I couldn't have 2. All right, here we go. Smaller. 1, Virginia. 2, Pennsylvania. 3, Ohio. Or 4, Louisiana.
Well, see, you're lucky that I didn't put this question in.
What would you put here?
I would have put Traveling Fools in as number 3.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I can be smaller than, Virginia and Pennsylvania.
Probably No. Yeah, no. What?
No, this shit. What the hell? All right, I get a clown. Never mind. Keep moving.
It's Pennsylvania, isn't it?
Keep moving. I think the answer is
technically it's Pennsylvania, isn't it?
I don't know. I might have messed up here. Yeah, anytime I mess up, that's just on me. So I'll get the clown for myself, but I think that should have said water. Yeah, gutters, back off with the clowns. I'll give myself the clown. Don't worry. All right. There you go.
Larger. 1 Washington, 2 South Dakota, 3 Oklahoma, or 4 North Dakota. Or 5 Friction Vixen. What?
Hope I don't have to clown myself. We haven't quit our day jobs, folks. We have not quit our day jobs. And we got 4 right answers. This one actually was right. It was just a 1, but I will clown myself. I promise.
Dang,
right.
So would Ohio have been the answer?
Yes.
Wow.
All right, longest running, 1 Wheel of Fortune, 2 Truth or Consequences, 3 The Price is Right, or 4 Jeopardy.
I always thought that Ohio was a small state, but I don't know. When I moved to the East Coast, Ohio seemed actually a lot bigger than I thought it was as a kid. Or, when I was a kid, I thought it was like a Rhode Island type state.
Yeah, Louisiana is surprisingly bigger than you would think.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. So I haven't been through much of Louisiana. I've only been through Louisiana, I think, once. Most of the time that
I've only been to New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
That's the only place I've ever been there.
Oh gosh, what's the town? All right. Didn't serve in the military. 1 Ronald Reagan, 2 Richard M. Nixon, 3 Jimmy Carter, or 4 Franklin Roosevelt.
What would you guess on this one?
Oh, shit. And I actually just have this question for myself. Oh. Well. I knew it started with the R's, but I couldn't remember which one it was. And it looks like a lot of people were confused on the R's. Roosevelt or Reagan? Which one was it? Yeah.
All right, take the last one, okay? Take the last one.
All right. Not born in the 1950s. 1 Woody Harrelson, 2 Vladimir Putin, 3 Michelle Pfeiffer, or 4 Madonna. It's gonna be like a 3 or 4, right? Or something like that. What? Oh, interesting. Crazy. Yeah, Woody Harrelson. I guess, yeah, he was only the 40s, wasn't he?
So who you think won?
Your guess is as good as mine. I think, the answers have kind of been all over the place.
All right, coming in first place, we got B. Bean, followed by Frank Green. Frank Green's been on a roll tonight. Good job, Frank Green. And we had I think that's Jesse. I think it's who that is, but we're all screwed up now with who the names are for who they are. Coming in third, but you can put it in there either way. Then we had Twisted R. Then we had Vapion, if we were backwards with a person. Troy V. Lorraine after that. Then we had the Maven Gutters Pub. Daphne in there. Then we had Matt Dummett. Let's see. Wandering One finally got it right. And then we had J. Paul, Linda in there after that. Godless, Andy, the Anonymous, Jimmy Boyles after that. Then we had Trish and the other players didn't make the board. We are going to add a few more people with the hashtag. Then we're going to spin the wheel, and whoever the two winners are, just let me know your Cash App, and we will catch that for you over $10. B Bean says, "Gimme, gimme, gimme." Damn, Troy V says, "I missed more than I got."
By the way, I'm sorry, Sky Fox.
All right, there we go. I'm working on it. And
Shreveport. Yeah, Shreveport, Louisiana. That's pretty much. I drove through Louisiana one time, and it was actually on a bus. And or I guess technically I came back too, but Shreveport was where we stopped in Louisiana. Other than that, we just stayed straight on I-20.
Lucas, I love messages like Twisted R says, "Thank you for a great gaming night once again. You both rock." Twisted R, you rock as well. Without you guys showing up for this, there would be no point of doing it. So, it's just as much about you as it is us. We enjoy doing it with you. This is something Friction and I, have been doing every Friday night, God damn it now, every Sunday night for fun. So, we enjoy doing this with you guys, and we appreciate it.
He's trying to turn this into his Friday night.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
But if it wasn't for you guys, me and Fools would be up here playing digital thumb wars.
Yeah, and she's got man hands. All right, so
I would totally take one and beat him every time. Just saying.
Whatever. All right, so how many times do you want me to draw this? Have you got? You want to go ahead and share your wheel too, and
yeah, go ahead and spin it 6 times.
All right. All right, we got Daphne Pride going up there.
Daphne. Angie right. Baby.
We got Angie Baby going up there, and welcome in Angie Baby. All right, look at that, Alexis going on there. She's such a sweetheart. I like Alexis.
Did you also just notice as it was rolling through the names, that Esso's name went by there, and I have not seen Esso in chat at all tonight.
No, I have not either. Welcome in, Esso.
Dang, Esso.
Didn't even see you in there.
Slipping past us. All right, I got Alexis.
Yeah, Frank Green, welcome in here. I don't know that you've been in here a lot before, but hope you come back.
Well, yeah, you're killing tonight.
Obviously an intelligent person. I like smart people. There you go, Alexis says, yes, finally. Well, you're on the wheel, Alexis. You got a chance. What do you mean there's a chance? All right, here we go. Barry, always good to see you, Barry. Well, we run into each other on some crazy parts of the YouTube street, Barry. You know what I'm talking about. Always fun to see you. All right, so let's add
always
one more.
To see you, man or girl?
Barry's a woman.
I was gonna say, I just wanted to make sure that you remembered that.
I know I always mess that up because of Barry, but look at that Swarton, another friend of mine on here. And what are we gonna do? Put one. Look at this. Esso says, "I'm here, listening and working."
See, when you see you come in at SO 5150.
No, I hate that. at SO 5150.
Yeah, that just busted you out, SO. Got 5150 SO.
Did you get the Maven?
Yeah, I got the Maven.
All right, and we're doing one more, and then we'll spin your wheel and see who the winners are. All right, Sun Chaser. I think that's Jesse, I think, but I'm not exactly sure. But I think either way,
going in Sun Chaser. Because I'm not sure, so I just want to be accurate.
Whistle while you work. I like that, Trip. I like that. And welcome in over here too, Trip. I don't know that I've seen you a lot over here before, but welcome and make sure you so. We do a lot of fun stuff over here. We don't take life too seriously. We just have a good time. All right, so you good for me to share you? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. I'm going to pull this one down and bring your wheel up right here. All right, so here's the deal, folks. We got all these names on here, and we're going to spin this thing twice. Whoever the winners are, what you need to do is email me, Traveling Fools. 1 L in traveling is in the details of the video below. Traveling Fools Contest at gmail.com. So 2 winners are going to come up from this Traveling Fools Contest at gmail.com, and we will shoot you over a $10 Cash App. If you don't have Cash App, then we'll figure out something with an Amazon gift card, blah, blah. If you win and you're out of the country, we'll figure out, some kind of way of getting the prize to you. But you do have 1 week to do this when we go live next week. I don't like it like 6 months down the road. I won on, don't do it in December and say I was the winner on, June 29th. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You got 1 week. That's the only way we can keep this up. But email that email and we will send it over to you. So, yeah, first you make sure everybody shuffle up really good. No names next to each other. We got a shit ton of names on there tonight. Could be interesting.
I think that I got everybody kind of separated good.
Cool. Can you zoom in a little better?
Yeah. That was, it was mainly me trying to make sure that everybody, watching this whole thing go around once or twice, make sure that everybody's name is separated. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, and before you do it, before you spin it, let me get some better music going for the anticipation factor.
Yeah, cool. I can time it right again.
Right, we gotta get something better than this. What do we got? No. Well, that would be kind of cool. I don't know. I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Oh, wait, I think I got it right here.
Oh, Alexis, don't worry. I mean, there's I've sent stuff to fellow YouTubers in Canada, and I've also had Canadian friends on YouTube send me stuff. There's still ways to work things out.
Yeah, we can get something to Canada. It's worse than like if you're in
Australia.
Right, that's a lot harder. We can get you in Canada. If I have to,
I hate shipping to Australia. I'm like, God almighty.
Well, this is online. This is online. I guarantee I can get you a $10 Amazon gift card to Canada. I promise you I can do that. So here we go. All right, so Friction, our own Vanna White over here. You take it away whenever you're ready.
All right. Wheel. Woo! Who's our lucky winner tonight? First lucky winner. Andy Heinrich.
All right, and of course, see, it's a Canadian.
Andrew K. Heinrich.
All right, Andy, of course, we get a Canadian over there. Yeah, they probably do drink warm beer. They do all kinds of weird stuff up there. It's cold up there, Trip.
Oh, goodness.
Not like down there in the south.
That's weird. Warm beer is no good. What the heck? B-Bean.
B-Bean.
Oh, my God, rigged. What the heck?
I don't want to hear nothing about rigged from somebody like B-Bean.
Oh, Marky. Well, let's see what we can get on this second one. Here we go.
B-Bean, I will definitely tariff Andy's win.
Lori Jean.
Lori Jean. All right, so we got Andy Heinrich, Lori Jean. Please, both of you, make sure Traveling Fools contest is in the description of the video. Just go on ahead and do that, and we will definitely get that to you. So go on ahead, email us over there, and we'll figure out a way. Even you, Andy, up there, like B Bean said, there probably will be a tariff on your prize, but yeah. Andy says
that's right. Lori Jean is Andy's wife.
Oh, sweet Jesus. So oh my God, you shouldn't have even said it. All right. Well, congratulations to the Heinrichs. So, we do thank you for being here, though. What I'm going to do right now, Friction, we got 20 minutes, 30 minutes left in us.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm going to close out of this screen, and I am going to run to the little girl's room really fast, though.
Well, perfect. I'll bring Baker up.
How's it going?
What's up, Baker? How you doing tonight?
I'm recovering. I'm tired, but recovering.
Recovering from what?
From flying.
Oh, okay. Real quick before I go any further, Gutters Pub. I don't know if anybody can see. Well, I can go back to YouTube now. Let me see if I can find it. Gutters did gift out another Traveling Fools membership, and who got that? James SKCA received that. Gutters, thank you so much, Gutters. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to drop the link in a minute if anybody would like to jump up here and say, hey, we're not going to stay up late. We're not going to do that much longer. I'm going to close this out on the Twitter side here in a second. But I do want to say a big special thank you to Gutters Pub. Thank you, Gutters. And let me find you a video to play for you. Thank you, Gutters. Thank you, Gutters. I knew that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, she was looking for that one.
Thank you so much, Gutters. We love you over here. The philanthropist on all of YouTube. So, Baker, what's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, just trying to get my time readjusted. I got to get back to work tomorrow. So, yeah, today's been a recovery day for me.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about that show we did Friday night? That's turned out pretty good. It's actually surprisingly getting quite a few replays on our Twitter side.
Yeah, that was wild.
Or not Twitter, but YouTube.
She was a fantastic guest, I think.
Yeah, I thought it turned out we've actually hit surprising. I'm looking at it right now because I hadn't looked, but 970 something views on YouTube.
Man, yeah,
on that live thing the other night. Which is kind of cool. I think it was a topic people are probably searching or something like that. So,
well, and I liked how
sorry to interrupt, Andy Heinrich. It's in the thing. It's Traveling Fools contest. So traveling 1L traveling. Come on, Andy, if you're smart enough to win trivia, you can spell this. Traveling Fools contest @gmail.com. I made an email just for this, so it makes it a lot easier. Traveling Fools contest @gmail.com. Just hit me up there, Andy. I'll hook you up, brother. Love you too, Andy. Thanks so much always for all your support, always being around, all that kind of stuff like that. Back to you, Baker. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I think it was a fantastic topic. I liked how it was more of an interview style panel. I really enjoyed that. I mean, I had to come in and get my few comments out there, but yeah, it was a fantastic show.
See, I like the interview style. That's what I like.
Come on, yeah.
I think that hopefully we can continue that trend like that, but you know how it goes. I mean, sometimes it's hard to book people in advance, especially when everybody's busy. And I mean, us 5 on the panel, we're all busy too, so that doesn't help either.
Yeah, and it's hard to go out there and like cold call, reach out to people. I think the more we do the show, the easier it will be to bring the guests. You know what I mean? Like the more we do it, the easier it'll bring to get guests.
Yeah, absolutely. And if those in chat may not know, we have a show that's on Fridays, mostly conspiracy theory topics, but we'll dabble in a little bit of everything. But just in case people are wondering what we're talking about.
Right, exactly. Every Friday night we do a show. Friction, I did mute you, so we didn't hear you talking to your dog, but feel free to unmute yourself anytime you want. But yeah, Friday nights we do a cool show, and it's almost like Art Bell based. And we talk about a topic, then we open up a call line in for people to call in and talk about interesting topics. It's not necessarily always conspiracy, but it's kind of based down that line. And not that we all believe them or anything like that, but we like to find guests to bring on, tell us about what they believe, and then we can bring on other people, let them call in, ask questions, give their insight, whatever they want to do. It's pretty fun. I've been having a good time. Friction. So my new thing, I have to ask everybody. LW knows where I'm going. What's up, LW?
What's up, brother?
All right, good to see you. I just saw you were in here. Friction. Did we land on the moon in 1969?
So technically, I actually have the newspapers originally from that year where it says that we did, but I don't really know.
What do you believe? I just want to know from you.
I think I believe it. I mean, I don't like. It would be nice to think, but I mean, now we can't even fucking make a rocket and send it up into the sky without being totally obliterated by the atmosphere. So, do I believe that we sent off a crew of folks to the moon, that they made it, successfully landed and made it back? I don't know that I do.
Isn't it interesting how many people we ask this question to now? And the answer over and over and over again is, I really don't think so. You know what I mean?
Well, there's just too many things that the government has lied to us about that make no sense on why you're even lying to us. That's made us now go back in time. Like, well, if this was a lie, then what about this? And what about this? I ask this question all the time. Name one time the government ever told us the absolute truth. I can't think of one.
No, they have to protect the public. So they have to lie to us to protect us. Come on.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that we've got, missing technology from the 1960s, and yet we have more computing power in our smartphones than the entire Mercury and Apollo missions combined. So I don't know.
Well, I also know that there's a lot of like technology little things that we think only came into the world like after the 2000s had hit, that actually existed in like the 50s and 60s, and they never really got anywhere with it. And people think, oh, like, this is brand new technology, but it is kind of crazy how there's also certain things that existed way back then that were like, no, there's no way that it existed back then, because if it existed back then it would be a lot more advanced now, but it's not. And actually, that some of those technology things.
Well, friction. One of the funniest things they tell us now is that you always say they only gave you so many clips of them, and they're like, well, where's all that original footage? I mean, this is the government's real thing. Their real excuse they have given us is that they've lost all the original footage. They think it was accidentally recorded over like somebody's t-ball game or something like that. Yeah, they've lost all that footage. There's no way you lose that. And Trish, yes, or Trisha, I'm sorry. I hate this new thing. I wish it would just, these at things.
She said Trish is fine.
Yeah, Trish is fine. I know, but I'd still like to be able to read it right. It just seems respectable to read somebody's name right. Yeah, Friday nights. I'm not sure if we're doing one this Friday, but every Friday night we do one. This Friday night's 4th of July. So we do realize everybody has families and things like that. Everybody might be watching fireworks, but we still may do it. But every Friday night we dive into a cool new topic. But for some reason, we always end up asking everybody that comes on whether or not they believe we landed on the moon. And that always turns into another, at least 20 minutes of conversation. But yeah, check it out, Trish. Yeah, you'd probably like it if you're into that kind of stuff. And we're trying to bring on guests. We've got, a lot of stuff planned. So,
Well,
thank you
and
for
we
being
also-
here, Trish.
Sorry about that. We also talk about paranormal. We also talk about UFOs, anything supernatural. I mean, it's just a rabbit hole.
Ancient civilizations,
Exactly.
Knights Templar, whatever we want.
Aliens, ghosts, vampires,
All the good stuff.
demons, warlocks,
Gutters
witches.
RV.
Yeah, Gutters RV.
If it's on a cereal box, we probably
No. If we're talking about demons, witches, ghosts, all the paranormal and crazy stuff, so let's just say the mice in Gutters RV,
It's like the
not
Bermuda
actual
Triangle.
Gutters RV, but the mice in it, because they probably possess some crazy stuff, and that's why everything quit working after she had got it all cleaned up from the mice. That's what I'm thinking.
The new conspiracy theory we need to dive down.
Yes, I believe so. Just saying, I mean, she just cleaned out the mice and she thought everything was great and awesome to go. And then now she had new problems. So got rid of one thing, but I think those mice have like special powers. Like they affected everything.
I mean, I will say if anybody has ever owned a camper of any sort knows that those things are made as cheap as possible and sold as much as possible. So
oh yeah, my mom literally went out and bought a brand new one, brand new year, and I went through it because I'm her, like, how you always want to call the mechanic out to do a walkthrough on a car with you. Well, my mom always calls me because I have a mechanic brain as well as a constructional brain. And the first thing I notice is that underneath the table that's supposed to pop up and down in her RV, there are 3 sheetrock screws holding it up. I don't know about you men. Sheetrock screws are not, they're just not meant to be construction wood screws. So that was the first thing that I noticed. Then all of a sudden, all of the little trim plastic around the entire edge just peeling down. When I looked into it, I actually found a house that's in a different state, of course. But I actually found a house that was in a nice little area that you didn't have neighbors right beside you. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. It did not need anything at all. And it came at a cheaper price than my mom's RV that was brand new and falling apart came. That's crazy.
One thing, let me butt in here real fast. I do want to end this show. We're always trying to kind of end over on the X side on Twitter. I almost forgot to do that. But I do want to say, everybody watching over on X, really appreciate you being there, like coming in and streaming with us and doing this. We hope you enjoyed what was going on. If you want to continue on, we'll be on here for probably another 20, 30 minutes over here on the YouTube side. If you would like to come over here, you are more than welcome to, but I am going to end this over on the X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it side. So thanks everybody over there that came in here. We really do appreciate you, because there was quite a few people watching over there as well. So appreciate you being over there, and thank you very much. But we're going to continue on over here on the YouTube side for just a short while longer.
I looked at how to make all of the usernames come back, and there's no change. This is a change from YouTube. What the actual heck? You can't go. They're just randomly doing this to channels, by the way. This isn't like fully pushed out. It's crazy. I liked it better the old way. I don't know. Call me a boomer.
Well, no, it's ridiculous now because people don't have their names. So now they have to go back. I mean, I realize people can go back in there and change their names, but I don't like it. I don't like the new thing. I just don't like it at all.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I am gonna real quick. Sorry, Becker, didn't mean to interrupt you. I am gonna drop the. We always do like to drop the link in here, so I'm gonna drop the link into the chat over here. If anybody wants to come up, we're gonna be on here for another 20 minutes or something like that. If anybody does want to jump up, hell, I never hit stop on the last game. Friction, you never told me, Skyfox.
Yeah.
Well, you probably did. I just probably didn't hit the button. All right, cool. So I'm going to put this into YouTube right here. If anybody does want to jump up, they are more than welcome to. Back to you, Baker.
No, I was just having one of my get off my lawn moments. Sorry about that.
I like those. That's why we keep you around.
I'm like a lawn gnome. Just stay off my yard.
What do you think, LW? What you up to?
Oh, nothing much. Weekend went by too short, that's for sure. But other than that, I had a little rage out. So talk about get off my lawn. I went to the stop by the gas station today. You ever see like 6 people all in the line at that when it's their turn to register? All 6 each have like a Coke or something, just like a drink, and they all 5, 6 people pay separately.
But they're all in the same group.
Right? Can just one splurge and buy like 6 Cokes for everybody so we can move along?
One of them ain't got $10.
I know exactly.
Well, yeah, either that or it's the fact that it's like, oh man, I don't have $2 or $3 cash on me, so I'm gonna have to pay separately from you. Like, I just, I can't get you back later for it or something.
Yeah,
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say I was in a rush, so I was having like a little falling down moment, with Michael Douglas.
The one that gets me is the lotto people. Those are the worst. When they go up there and it's like you're conveniently, especially in the most inopportune moments. It's like some of these people, they think that at 8 o'clock a.m. or, these are the best times to be standing in line with a stack of goddamn lottery tickets, sitting there wondering what they won. And then they have to go, well, okay. And the person's like, well, sir or ma'am, you've won. And half the time they're on their phone too at the same time. So they're sitting there talking on their phone, having a conversation and acting like the person behind the counter is bothering them by interrupting their phone call. And you have to sit there and they're like, well, what'd I win? Blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, well, I guess I'll have 2 of them number 3s. And and everybody else is like 8 o'clock in the morning. People are trying to go to work. People are trying to actually do productive things in life. And they're going to sit here and have to listen to all this goddamn night while this person sits there, has a phone conversation and can't do their own math in their head. They have to wait for the person to tally that shit up and then come back to tell them they can't. It's such a fucking pain in the ass. It drives me insane.
Okay.
And then be like, hey, wait a second, man. I thought you owed me $64. And hold on. Let me count every fucking dollar that my ticket is. You sure you don't owe me some more money? Cause no, actually you owe $4 more because you just bought more and more and more and more lottery tickets.
I'll tell you the one that I hate the most. It's when you need to get gas and there's always that 1 or 2 people that decide that they're going to get gas and be done. And instead of getting in their vehicle and pulling up to a parking spot, no, they're going to sit there at the gas pump and then go inside and do their stuff, waiting on lottery tickets and whatnot. Meanwhile, I have to wait for them to hurry up and move their damn jalopy.
I actually am good with the local folks at my gas station, and I've actually had somebody kicked off of a gas pump once because they were sitting out there. They were parked when it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We're all getting off work. This is 6-7 years ago. I was like, look, dude, I need to pump gas so I can get home because I don't even know if I'm going to make it home. And it's been a really busy day for me running around. I just need to get the hell out of here. And everybody, there were already people waiting in line. But I'm like, this dude is just parked there. Well, he's hanging out with some girl that's at, the slot machines in the gas station now. That shit is such a hassle.
Those people you see in gas stations at slot machines, you have to just instantly walk in, look at them and go, where did it go wrong? At what point in your life did it just go all to shit? Because if you're that one person sitting there at the slot machine in a goddamn gas station, you really do have to look at it and go, where did it all go wrong?
I will have to say though, This gas station where the guy was sitting there talking to the girl, and I told them, he's like, when I said, whose car is this out there? And he's like, look, he's just like, I'm about to pump the gas. I'm about to pump the gas. And I said, I've been sitting there waiting behind his car for like 5 minutes for him to come out. I said, can you just cut the pump on him? Please just cut the pump. I said, I will pay you guys what you guys are lacking by not selling gas to him. I said, but this is the type of person you don't want patronizing your business, because all they do is ruin more business for you. And the guy was like, he's like, I'll just make the pump to a will not cut on for him. And I said, look, bro, I said, gas pump.
I like that accent you just used. It sounded like you told me to reset my router at the same time. I don't even know. Please
come again. Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean, which, by the way, if anybody ever hears me do an accent, I don't ever mean to be offensive. I grew up in California, where I grew up around 20,000 different accents on a regular basis. And I always wanted to be like an actress that could pull off any fucking accent in the world. And I think that some people find that it might be a little bit offensive, but I don't try and be offensive. But yeah, this, now, see, you got me all messed up though, because you distracted me. I was going back to the original point of the gas station. What was it? All right.
I have that effect on women.
Shut up. Oh my God. No, you just brought up something else and then.
Thank you. Come again.
How did this become a rage cast all of a sudden? Is this this is L-Dub's fault?
Is it?
Totally.
My fault.
I'm blaming you.
Where's Gutter so she can rip you a new one?
Gutter said she was going to bed. She said, have a great night, y'all. She's like flipping the board. She's got her camper ready to go. Or I'm sorry, I call it a camper. She's got her Winnebago ready to go. She's got her $200,000 opulent, home on wheels ready to roll on down the road. But yeah, I think she's got to hit the sack. So
you remember the Winnebago man?
The Winnebago man? No.
What?
Is this a thing?
Yes.
That sounds like the creepiest account ever.
It's not on YouTube. It's the, oh my gosh.
Why does Baker keep turning green?
I don't know why Baker.
My camera is wigging out.
Jack Rebney.
My looks finally broke it.
You know the news guy that said, he's like, F it, we're going live. We're going live.
It's Bill.
Okay. The Winnebago man, he basically does the same type thing. You should look it up. He's out trying to sell these Winnebago RVs, and he's like, God dang flies! Fuck! Oh my God!
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what
Losing
you're talking about.
his shit totally.
I've never seen this. I have no idea.
What?
I think I actually sent it to you and Gutters one time, and I was like, Gigi in her RV.
Dude, yeah, I don't know how you haven't seen this. This has been around for a long time, like 15 years, I think, at least. But yeah, look up.
I don't know if you want that many cuss words in a 90-second period, though. I don't
It
know.
is freaking. Yeah, I know. No, not on.
Yeah,
not
don't forget,
here.
I actually did
Not
try
here.
out something new. I actually did try out something new tonight, Friction, with the thing. So we got to keep it, a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Don't look it up on here, or else I would have just.
I am not doing anything to to mess up the stream tonight. So.
Yeah, just do me a favor. Open another tab on your computer and type in Winnebago Man, and don't close it out until you check out some of his outrageous videos. He gets so it's hilarious. It's like when you cannot control yourself. You're getting so frustrated in your job, but you're also trying to sell something to somebody and be nice, and it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that would be hard.
I love people losing their crap in a funny way. Like if you're obviously going down in a mental breakdown, like I don't really want that for you. But if you're just like me, where it's like you get so
Lorraine wants you to know that she wasn't offended at all by the accent. So I'm assuming a Lorraine has an accent. Like my wife has an accent, and we joke around about that all the time. Yeah. So Lorraine, whenever you want, just jump on up here. We'll all have fun. I think everybody should be able to laugh at everybody, and if anybody's ever offended, that's their problem, not mine. That's kind of the way I've always looked at something. It's not. There's a difference between laughing with people or making fun of people, and I think if you're of the faint of heart, you probably shouldn't be here, because we're all going to have fun and laugh and have a good time, and I like when everybody does it together. Maven says she's going to bed. Nap
I was
time
just
now.
actually about
Love
to
you,
say have
Maven.
a good nap.
Yep, love you, Maven. Thanks for coming in.
Always good to see you.
Keep forgetting she's in a way different time zone.
Yeah, okay, Lorraine says, no, I don't have an accent. You've talked to me before. Okay, I thought that, but then you confuse me. All these new ats and all this stuff is confusing me. But yeah, well, Lorraine, you can come on here and give us your best accent anytime you want. We would love that.
Yes, I love doing accents with people. So like you put on your best foreign accent of whatever culture, and then have somebody shoot out another culture at me, and then we go back and forth, and it spat.
God
Do a
bless
lot
you.
of
Now we've gone full on Adolf Hitler. So, yeah.
Hey, don't say that. I'm not. Look, just because I'm blonde-haired and blue-eyed doesn't mean I have anything to do with him. So I wish you would just keep his name out of your mouth.
Friction Vixen exposed.
Keep his name out your mouth when I'm around. Pull that Will Smith on you.
So Baker, when do you have to hit the road again?
Wednesday. I'm leaving again.
And you're coming back when? I know we talked about this before, but when are you coming back?
Oh gosh, Sunday, I think it is.
Okay, so you can be gone that long then.
No, but it's still a hassle. Every time you do, it doesn't matter if I'm leaving for 1 day or 7 days. It's a hassle.
Well, yeah, of course.
You don't like airport living?
No, I'm over that life. I did that once upon a time in my career, and I'm done living out of suitcases.
Dude,
by the way,
I haven't even unpacked my suitcase from when I went out of town 2 weeks ago. It's just a big ass bag that I have open on the floor, and I'm like, oh, I'll use you today, and I'll use you.
Oh my god!
Listen. I remember being, where the hell were we? I think we were in Malaysia, and we had ended up, and we went to go get Kuala Lumpur, I think is where we were. And we had got there, and it was like the flight landed at like 11 o'clock at night. And our next flight out wasn't until like 7 a.m. And we're at this airport. And that's not enough time to like leave, the airport and go do anything. But they have these like pods, these, if you've ever been to places like that, they have these built in there in these Asian places. They have these like pod hotel things that you can get, but they were all booked. And what are you going to do? So we went and found good food. I mean, the airport is like a mall, but then midnight happens, 1 o'clock happens, and you're like, So we end up like just building a bed, over in the corner of this place. Next thing I know, I woke up and there's this guy with this fucking stick, this like military police looking thing. And he's like poking us with the stick, like yelling at us, telling us we're not allowed to like sleep in this thing. And it's like, what? Like, I'm like, oh. Like, God almighty. Like, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me right now? And like yelling at us at first. And then I started laughing. I'm like, God damn, and then he turned out he was nicer than that at the end. But, what are you gonna do? Then we had to go and sit back.
To get on.
Yeah, at the end they had like this stick thing. It was like, and over there it's different. Here you'd get sued for that. I mean, he was like jabbing this thing into my chest, over here. I'm like, God almighty. You wake up to that. And then we had to go back and sit in these chairs, and just sit there, for another like 4 hours, 3 hours. It's like, Oh my God. Yeah, like I couldn't just sleep. I mean, we had a whole, bed made out of our suitcases and shit.
So I'm
It was a
curious,
lot
when
better.
you say a pod, like a hotel pod type thing or a room pod, like how big because I was actually thinking like, you know how the deprivation tanks are?
Mhm.
Like it's basically big enough for you to lay in
They're
and
small.
like if it was empty, that's what I'm saying. Like if it was empty, it would be literally enough room for two people to lay in and you maybe to have your luggage shuffled over by your feet.
Yeah, and there's like
Is that
charging
like
ports
what you
and
mean?
yeah, exactly. There's charging port. It's like getting in a little coffin, basically, with a higher roof. Yeah, like
Oh,
it's
God.
It
yeah,
is
it's
soundproof though. Don't ask me how I know.
yeah. They are soundproof. They are nice. They are.
In case you're
Um,
doing your
I
little
don't know.
airport hookup meet and you don't need anybody
We don't talk
hearing.
about the airport hookups, right?
Right. Okay. We won't ask you, and we won't interview about this now. But I mean, they're not exactly like the most. They're comfortable, but I've always wondered about the cleanliness of them. Like how are you moving people in and out this fast? I could see picking up, bed bugs. But if you
Do you
travel
rent
a
it
thing
for
like that,
hours or day or like a night at a time?
It's hours.
yes, hours,
Ew,
100%.
that's no good. That's no good.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
these people are clean. They're very clean, and like
How
they're
do you
in
know?
because I've been in one before.
I know, but Fools was just talking about them too, and he said that he's always questioned the cleanliness of them. So what makes you so sure that they're clean?
I've
Super
never
clean.
been in one that was dirty, but I've always questioned why it was not and how they can have that turnaround rate that fast. But those people over there, I mean, they work like ants, I mean, it's totally different culture than what we have here.
I mean, the one I was in had a damn.
Where was this, Baker?
This was in God, was this in JFK? Yeah, it was JFK, I think. But the one that I was in, it was like they had like a UV light on or some shit. Maybe it was just, I don't know. It was just the way it was lit or presented. But I mean, but they're expensive, man. They're like $200 for a few hours. It was expensive as hell.
They're called. Was it called a Go Sleep Pod?
Fuck, I don't remember. This was like 10 years ago.
What? Interesting.
I've been to many airports since then.
The only thing that they say
Look,
they have at
if you
JFK is
landed-
Go Sleep Pod.
If you land in an airport and you haven't slept in if you've been on 18 hours of flights and 19 hours of flights and you got a 7-hour layover at an airport at some place like that, you'll pay damn good money for somewhere just to lay the heck down for a minute and just sleep for a minute in a comfortable bed.
Oh my goodness. Check this out. I just shared a screen with you. What in the heck?
Nothing bad's going to come up here?
Nothing bad, I promise.
No, these are nothing like this. Nothing like this.
Is that the ghost that that's what they said that they have in JFK to go sleep? I could not imagine ever wanting to sleep in a place like that in an airport.
No. I'm talking nothing like this. These are like tiny little how do you explain how big they are? I mean, it's like the room is basically enough room for you to walk next to the left or right side of the bed and get into it. Is basically, and there's charging ports, there's everything, you can go in there and it's a bed. It's basically a bed. Yeah, not this. These are separate. I mean, when you rent these things like in those places like that, you go and there's a dining place, there's a bar, there's everything, and you're in a separate little part of the airport, not something like this where you have those weird people sitting outside looking at you.
Is it like this one? Are you still looking at or? Oh, you don't have my. Yeah, I changed it. Why isn't it changing on yours?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see. And
LW, you with me?
This blue one?
Yes, sir. I'm here. What's up?
No. And we're all good for a
He was,
minute.
he was just making sure.
Yeah,
that you were
yes,
still here.
yes,
Kinda
more,
like me.
more, yes, more like this. Like, yeah, go to like Kuala Lumpur, you know.
Yeah,
for
that's what
sleeping.
that's what I
Yeah,
just looked
right.
up.
Yes, yes, that's basically it. There's like these, and they're just these little tiny.
Oh my gosh, that
Yes,
one actually is from Kuala Lumpur.
yes,
That is crazy.
but
Like,
they're great, and I mean, you can get that for $30 or something, Plus, you have access to like the bar and into the thing, and you go in there, and there's a restaurant, there's everything, and you're kind of in a little elite thing. And if you haven't slept in like 30 hours and you've been traveling, and you end up and you have another 7-hour layover, and you'll pay down. I mean, that's the best looking thing you've ever seen in your life.
I can't sleep on planes. I've just never been able to
No,
do
me
it.
neither.
Ever.
Yeah, I can't either. Not at all.
I almost like it's kind of like a nod off where you're not necessarily fully aware like you are when you're awake, but you don't actually ever go to sleep.
Beer and Backer is saying, hell no. He's like, I couldn't do it. No way. You'd be surprised after not sleeping for, a day and a half, 2 days, traveling, what you can do.
Hey, I'll tell you what, when I got thrown up, got kicked off my flight before I could even get on it 2 months ago at DFW airport, the stress of already getting up to that, and then the build up after that of trying to figure out where I'm going to go for the night because I'm not going to sleep in the airport with my child. I've never, ever fallen asleep in an airport ever in my life. And I've been to airports since, I was a baby. I've always flown, and I've never been able to sleep in an airport. And I was so freaking tired by the time that we got back to the airport again, the next morning, and it's like 4:00 in the morning. And I was like, my brother-in-law had to get ready for work. So he had to be back at his house and heading out to his job. So we had to get dropped off a little bit earlier. And that was the first time ever that I've fallen asleep in an airport. And that shit is sketchy. Like, I take my bags and I like wrap them all up around I take my wallet and anything that's like super valuable, and I put it in my bra, or I put it in my underwear. And then I take all my bag straps and I wrap them all around my arms, and then I wrap them all around my legs. And then I'm sitting there at the freaking airport like this. But I like literally fell asleep with these straps cutting off the circulation to my arm and my leg. And I fell asleep for the first time ever in the airport. I was just like,
speaking of people who fly, Gutters, is this you coming in?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, so you want to talk about this picture, or do you want me to just bring you up?
You can just bring me up. I think
All
everybody
right.
knows about that picture.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure that was you coming up. I didn't want to wreck this show. It's been a great show tonight. I just really didn't want to wreck it.
You didn't want me to flip anything out?
No, I just wanted to make sure it was really you, that's all.
Right. Got it.
hey, Dozer, Gutter said that she's going to lend me that coat that is in that picture, because I was like, man, I would only have to borrow something white and creamy colored like that, because I would totally ruin it the second time I wore it. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna let you borrow it, but you can only wear it once because it's like $1,000 jacket.
Look, she won't even tell Mrs. Fools where she got those shoes from. She's not coming off anything. Gutters is a pretentious snob when it comes to like that kind of stuff. So Gutters, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I got good news about my RV tonight, so I'm doing.
Well, let's hear it. Tell us all about it. We're all ears.
The slides wouldn't work, and then the stabilizers wouldn't work, which is also AKA the levelers. And then, so we had booked an appointment for it, but it wasn't going to be able to be looked at until the 7th of July. Well, my son's father-in-law is a electrical guru, and he works on diesels, and so he loves to tinker with stuff like that. So he went over it and found a relay switch that had basically it had nothing to it. I mean, he tried to put electricity to it, nothing would go through. So he ordered a new one of those and hooked it up, and lo and behold, everything worked.
Lo and behold. Oh my
And
gosh.
lo and behold, it worked.
All right. I'm keeping my mouth shut on that one.
So excited.
But yeah, I mean, for a lot of it, I mean, if I would have realized what your problems were, I probably could have helped you out a lot sooner. Because when it comes to things like that, electrical, most of the time it is like some sort of relay or fuse when it comes to RVs.
Well, the problem with this one is it's not, nothing's where you would think it'd be. Like a normal RVer would go look at that stuff and go, oh, I know, it's right over here. This rig isn't like that. For some reason, I don't know. I got the special retarded one. And
That's all right, Gutters. It's okay if you have to deal with a retarded one
Right.
sometimes.
it's my
okay.
retard.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's your own special one, and you love it, and
Well,
you,
for now,
you figure out ways to work with it and make it feel smarter.
I'm about ready to replace it though. Let me just put it that way. If every time I get it out to play with it, something's wrong.
Are you? Let me
go ask Mark.
I walked away for a minute.
keep my
I
mouth
walked
shut.
away for a minute. Are you talking about the RV still?
Yes.
Okay, just
We
making sure.
Everybody's quiet. What the hell? LW Baker, why are you guys muted? What the hell?
Well, we're having side conversations about you.
I
In the back.
see that. You are. Yeah, you can include me in that text. Don't be doing shit like that.
We have a separate group text without.
Oh, I
you.
know you do. Just like we have a separate group text. I know.
What? What?
Yeah, you heard
Called a
that. That
retard.
was a Freudian slip. That was a Freudian slip. Right there. Listen to that giggle. See, tell me I'm lying.
LW, you're not hiding nothing. We know you're behind there.
I think that he said he'll be right back.
Yeah, LW, he's probably smoking a cigarette and peeing off the porch, but you
I
know.
know. Jesus.
Who's over there recording him?
What?
No, there's only one person that records people peeing off porches. That would be you, for sure.
Only if they're possibly peeing on
You send me that.
a new patron
You
of the
send me that.
hotel's
I need
head.
that. Send me that. I need to see.
Dude, the
Whatever
other
that
day, I because I was going through, I'm thinking about buying a new phone, and I was sitting here like going through all my storage of stuff that I've had saved on this phone over the years, and I was like, oh, look at that. I was like, there's that video of fools, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, let me send it to him, and then I started going through more of my pictures, and I was like, looks like I have quite a few videos of him doing that. So I kept sending him as like, yep, you notice they're all different. Got plenty of blackmail on you.
On second thought, forget it. I don't want to see fools. I thought you were talking about LW.
Wait, what did I do?
She wants to see
No,
you kissing off her back
Thanks,
porch.
Gutters. Thanks, Gutters. You know.
You're married.
Well,
Oh wait,
just
hold
visit
on.
my Cash App.
Yeah, just go to LW's. Just go to LW's.
Go to his
what do you
OnlyFans.
call it? OnlyFans. Exactly. OnlyFans.
There is a price for everything. Everything
There
has a
is.
price.
Oh
Sorry.
gosh, that's kind of disturbing because I had somebody tell me that they would have bought one of my farts in a jar years ago. on
Oh,
YouTube.
good lord.
Okay, all right.
And then I really thought, I was like, I'm going to start selling farts in a jar.
Do we
Oh my
really
God.
need doing this?
Hey, Fritz, you remember that conversation we had? Do you remember that conversation we had? I'm just asking. You already hit your microphone 2 or 3 times. You already got me back, so there's no need to like twist the knife and pour the lemon juice on it. Yeah,
To make it up to him, just send him a fart in a jar.
It's so funny because I wasn't even there
Baker.
for the talk, but I know the talk.
Thanks, Baker. Thanks, Baker. No, I'm trying something different. One I've noticed is, and I've heard other people talking about this, and Gutters, you might realize this as well, but YouTube doesn't push videos out if you don't turn on monetization. I heard some other people talking about this, that these videos won't go out. But if you do turn on monetization, you have to be a little more careful about what you do. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I agree.
So there's that
Can't talk
fine
about
line.
selling
That was
products.
the conversation. There was nothing more than that, just saying, hey, I'm actually going to turn on. Did you get any ads like halfway through watching this tonight?
Yeah.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I got to figure
watching-
out how to fix that.
I was listening a little bit, and then I would dip out and I had to go do something, come back in. And every time I came back in, it was playing an ad before it started.
Now but when you were watching, you never got interrupted with an ad, right?
No, just when I came back into the show.
Okay. So I had that turned off properly then, but just when you came back in, you had to see it. So YouTube doesn't, like, they have started, they're not going to push your live out if it's not
If they
being,
can't
like,
make money off of it.
right, if it's not being monetized. But with monetizing it, you have to really be careful of the content you're putting out. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I've also heard people talk about in the first 8 minutes of the show. There's kind of like a, I mean, you don't want to do it at really any time in the show a lot, but if there's a whole bunch of crazy stuff in the first 8 minutes, it's automatically like pushed to the back.
Yep.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out that fine line. So I did actually turn on monetization on this just to see if it would get more exposure out there. So, you know.
Fools has determined that I'm the friend you have to call and go, okay, listen.
Gutters, I am that same person. LW knows me in real life. I am that same person. I'm the person you got to say, shut the hell up, dude.
Right.
Do not say that. You're going to get us in a fight. You're going to get us in this thing. I am that same person. I'm the biggest, smart ass. And
we can never party by ourselves, fools. We always have to have supervision because we would end up in so much trouble.
You'd be surprised.
We can bring.
I'm
LW
more of a
with us.
troublemaker, I think, than
Bring
Fools,
LW.
and I can
Listen.
If
If you have a fat little midget that is 5'4" and weighs 500 pounds with you, nobody messes with you. So as long as LW comes with us, then we're good.
Right.
I'll get you at your fucking knees, man. Oh, sorry. I didn't just say that bad word.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, what are you talking about? A fat
knees.
little midget. That is so mean. LW. Are you really a fat little midget?
W.
Friction, you don't know that story? Friction, you don't know the story? When LW and I hung out,
fattest man from Houston, coming to you live.
I came back and everybody was like, well, what does LW look like? What does LW look like? And I said, well, he's like, 5'6", 300 pounds, typical guy you'd meet on the internet, blah, blah, blah. And that's just what I told everybody. It's like in all seriousness, everybody believed it.
I like how we're keeping it going where we bring it up every week. I like that.
Hey,
kind of getting into the groove. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually kind of pisses me off. I don't know if I have seen LW ever.
Just picture Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, exactly. And mix them in with a little bit of mini me from Austin Powers. And
sends me pictures.
Just go.
Hanging around.
Look, if you took Webster and mixed him in with what was that guy's name? Hey, from the Fat Albert show.
I'm just curious.
Fat Albert.
Why?
But who's the little guy though? Hey, well, come ahead and do the thing.
LW, are you like black on the inside secretly?
No comment.
I was gonna say they keep comparing you to like black figures, which I think is just funny. Like you must really know how to throw down, like you.
Grand opening, grand closing, folks. I do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight.
This is monetized, so I have no comment. That'll be addressed on my show.
I'm just saying,
is marketing Fat Albert's young son.
Can you say that on YouTube?
Albert?
Fat Albert?
Fat Albert.
I don't know. Yeah, actually, that might be offensive. Liz might take offense.
It was a TV show for kids.
I know.
Was it for kids or for adults? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Um,
Look at this. See, now here's an honest person on YouTube. Trish says she looks exactly like her profile picture. So
All right.
thank you very much, Trish.
She looks like a tent.
Trish, can you come into the StreamYard and prove this?
Well,
'Cause
I like Trish.
I
I
would
think
love to meet you if you look like that. That's super cute.
I like Trish. I think Trish has got a sense of humor here. I think,
Obviously, that's like a little Muppet thingy. It's cute.
of course, that's the point.
Don't
She's
make
making a
fun of her.
joke.
She just said that's what she looks like.
I know. I want to see her now. And go and squeeze your little cheeks.
What was that? What was that sound you
I
made
don't
again?
think they like that. I don't think little people like rubbed on the top of the head either. Just saying.
I do.
I'll remember that if I ever meet LW.
Yeah, but whenever they rub on his head, they want to make a wish.
Oh, here's a little lucky leprechaun. Or no, is that a leprechaun thing? No.
No, it's a
Genie
genie
thing.
lamp thing.
No, I thought they like rub on the lamp.
No, those are genies.
Well, I know that, but
Those are not leprechauns. Okay, wait a minute. We have one last guest. Before we wrap this up tonight, we do have one last guest jumping on here with us. That was let me see. Let me make sure I get a proper introduction for this.
I know who it is.
Because we have to have a proper introduction.
And keep having as many duggars as
As soon as I did that, he dropped out of the back of the stream.
Come back.
It's not there anymore. Oh, and we'll try this again. All right. So before we end the stream, we do have one last guest that would like to jump up here with us. And
keep having as many duggars as possible. So it's going to be a Duggar America, everybody.
what's up, Mr. Duggar? How you doing?
Yo, Earthlings. How are you doing, boys and girls?
But
What's up, Mr. Duggar?
Hey, I'm doing good. You know, just enjoying a little blowing up people and, you know, just having a good day playing Rust and got my house cleaned today. Finally, I fucking hate house cleaning. I got to get me a lady, man, just to clean my house.
Having them around is kind of a good thing.
Yeah, just for the cleaning, nothing else. Just the cleaning.
Right.
That's it. Maybe drink, you know,
All right, Baker.
smoke a patty. You know, I mean, I don't want a serious man. I've had the best help. You know, I mean, I did my time. I just need somebody to come, you know, by once in a week and de-man it, you know. I'll pay her good too. Shit, I don't care. I had this one lady who would do it, but she was fucking loony as a tune, dude. She was crazy.
By demanning it, he means picking up the shit he didn't pick up all week.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm a very clean man. There's my
means wiping up the piss dribbles off the toilet seat.
no, I don't. I'm 65. I've learned how to aim that son bitch.
Well, so much for that monetization.
I know. I was just gonna say that.
I did. Notice I haven't said any bad words. I'm taking an oath not to cuss.
We'll
You said the F word.
I did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We are keeping this PG.
Yeah,
over
I'm
here
trying
right now.
not
We're
to.
trying out something different.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not trying.
Thank you very much.
But you know, dishes are my kryptonite. You know what I mean? So I can chef it up. But I hate cleaning dishes.
You know, a friend of mine and we had this thing. We lived together for a while. This good buddy of mine, and we were like splitting the house. And my son, he was living there, you know, too, like, you know, off and on, back and forth from phone. And we were having this cool thing. And when he wasn't there, we would have a really good time. But we would always have the argument who did the dishes. So then we went to this thing and all of a sudden we found out these three hot chicks they were coming over, you know, for the next night. And we had the biggest thing of dirty dishes we didn't even want to deal with. So what we did was just open up the oven, the you know, everything. We just stuffed them all in there. You know, this is like man cleaning, and we just hid everything. Well, then the one comes back and she's like, "Well, I brought a pizza. I'm gonna," and we didn't even realize she started preheating the oven. Well, next thing, it melted all the fucking hands. You know, like the things on the pot, you know, pots and pans and all that shit. We didn't even realize smoke alarms going off. So the next morning we woke up and they were all fucked up. So what we did was we took them and we loaded up with 12 gauges with birdshot and started slinging them off the back porch because we lived in the middle of nowhere and seeing who could like, we were doing like the skeet shooting with plates and dishes and everything off the back porch. And and that's a real story.
Well, I got to go back to the way I was when I was younger, man. I kept, you know, only 2 plates, 2 sets of silverware. You know what I mean? My bad is I got a shitload of spoons and bowls and glasses. You know, plates I use like paper plates, and I use styrofoam Coke straight out.
Yeah, we haven't got hit with anything bad yet, so we're still doing good. I just checked. We haven't got hit with anything bad yet. So let's keep it clean. Let's end out the show clean. That's all I'm asking.
I didn't cuss.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. No, we're good. I'm saying we're still good.
Yeah,
you hadn't yelled at us yet. I just checked it. We're good. And not just because of you. I just wanted to check it. This is the first time I've checked it. So,
well, good. You know, I'm watching my language. I'm trying to quit cussing it altogether, not just because of your show.
But you did say the F word.
Well, thank you. Shut up, Gutters. I don't want to hear your careless whispers in the
back. We know, Gutters. We know.
He said the F word.
He did say that. I heard him.
I know I messed up before anybody else did. I'm not alone in this debauchery thing. So.
Oh, yeah.
Let's everybody whisper.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't get in trouble if we cuss when we whisper. They won't know what the hell we're saying. Right?
W.
He's going south quick.
It is going south quick. Yeah. What else? What else going on, Duggar? What do you got planned for 4th of July weekend?
Dude, I'm gonna go down to a lake and I'm gonna throw out a big old fishing pole with a big old piece of bait on it and see if I can't catch a big old catfish.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
You know, and I take my little grill with me, and you know, I got a buddy's got a I don't know if you ever seen him before, called Muddy River Catfishing. I can give him a call and see how the bait is and stuff. I catch my own bait with like a cast net and stuff. And he always gives me the skinny, because he's a guide on that lake, and how to where the bait is and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked for this, you know. But
yeah, I look forward to this week as well. I realized tonight, Mrs. Fools and I, we were coming back from you know, going shopping and stuff. We had the dog with us, and she's like, "Let's stop at the boat ramp." And I always hate being the people. I mean, I own a boat, so I hate being like, you know, when you have a boat and you pull into a boat ramp and you see the people just hanging out at the boat ramp. You know, I always hate to be those people. You know, it just makes you feel weird. You know, but we were those people today, and I pulled in, and some people that I haven't seen in a long time. They're like, "Yeah, we're in town for the weekend. You know, we're putting it," you know, it's like, "Oh, cool." And we find out they're like, you've rented a house like a mile from us. And, you know, so I'm looking forward to this. Like, we're here all week. So I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a fun week.
Right on. You know, when I younger, I used to go down to the boat docks, and I had a set of knives that I filleted fish for people that come off the party boats and stuff. That's how I got the job. My first boat job, going fishing, is that I started off just filleting people's fish, and then I got to know the boss of the company there, and I told him, "Man, I'm going to go out there and try that." Next thing you know, I'm running one of their boats. You know, it took me a while, but you know, I've been shrimping and all kinds of stuff before that, so I knew how to drive on the water. A lot of people think it's you can get your ass lost out there, you know, if you go out there just without a plotter or something like that, or able to read.
Well, yeah, you can go out in the water and get lost really easy. It is 70-something% of the world.
Yes, sir.
Very easy to get lost there.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, man, I just wanted to come in and say hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up your Black Panther party.
Our Black Panther party, you know, yeah, you can't mess it up here. It's always going good. I do think though we probably should quit while we're behind, and you know what I mean. I think we did a good stream tonight. I think ending it while we're at. I'm trying something different out tonight. I did this the other night with the other stream, and I see that we're getting more back end views. So I do want to try this again and see if we can make it unscathed through not doing like what LW does and playing videos that
Exactly.
are offensive.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
So what he's
Or
saying
gutters,
is that next week that he wants us to keep clean mouths again.
Well, that's kind of nice. I mean,
Do some
in a
orbit
weird way.
because nobody likes a dirty mouth.
In a weird way, I do kind of like it.
Oh man, my jokes are bombing.
I got it. I laughed muted. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, actually, it does.
No, it's not your fault, Friction. It's not your fault.
Sure, it
I
isn't.
too laughed and was muted.
Good to know.
Right.
What about you, Gutters? What about you, old dummy?
I didn't dare laugh.
All right, well, let's do this.
Mhm.
Gutters, what do you got coming up tomorrow night or anything like that, or next night? Are you doing your stuff, or are you going on vacation, or what are you doing?
I think I am gonna do my live on Tuesday night. Friday coffee club though is not gonna happen because I'm gonna be
Party.
camping.
She's gonna be in her jet. All right, somebody type in Gutters in the chat if they can, or something like that. I'm sure everybody here is subbed up to you, but if they're not, make sure you do sub up to Gutters.
Please.
Awesome streams. We kind of have a network of people here that we all try to support and be a part of each other's teams, and I really love that about this. So
Yes, we love it.
all right, LW. I thought you were going live last night, but you didn't.
It was a long day yesterday, man. Long day yesterday. But probably we'll go live tomorrow night if everybody wants to hang out for a couple hours, shoot the shit. Or
All right,
shoot
drop your link.
Oh.
Well, somebody just put Elda. Oh no, Friction's
Already
on it.
I already did. I'm just
On
sitting
Thank you,
here
Friction.
I'm trying to put in the work real quick. I was trying to let Nightbot catch up with me.
Type in
Right.
friction. Type in friction as well. Type in Duggar. Type in everything. Everybody sub up everybody.
Yeah.
Not me. There's no reason to.
I like how Trish edited your name Gutters. Now you're Jitters.
Geeters.
Now I am going to forward this stream to absolute insanity. So I don't care what happens after here, but I am going to forward this stream over to John Gotti's daughter. Everybody knows who John Gotti is. I am going to forward it over there to John Gotti's daughter, Angel's stream. I don't really know what's going on, but I guarantee it'll be some kind of chaos, some kind of laughs. You take it for what it is. If you don't like it, leave instantly. Don't hold it against me. I have nothing to do with it. But it looks like the only stream that is kind of exciting going on. There's quite a few people in here watching, so at least you'll find something. I think everybody knows who John Gotti is. So, go over there, put a yo or say TF, sent to you or something like that. That would be cool. But I'm going to send you all over there.
Redirection.
Redirection. I'm going to redirect this over there. And if anybody got any last words, anything like that?
Only that Wes is right. I do need my sundress from Andy. Damn it.
Or lack thereof. I'll take it. But hey, Tales Told in the Dark. Good to see you. Good to see you. I've been so busy. I've got your stuff queued up. I'm going to spend a whole day watching your newest videos. Good to see you, Tales Told in the Dark. You are awesome. I love that channel. I love, if you're not subbed up to Tales Told in the Dark, you should definitely go over there.
Mhm.
And Wes, I love the way that people can, like start off as people that I never disliked you, but you disliked me, and I always thought it was funny, so I just trolled you, and that turned into back and forth. But I love the fact that now we're friends, and yeah, cheers, brother. Cheers, Wes. Always love
Good
to
to
see
meet
you
you,
here.
Trish.
Yeah, good.
Trish,
Good to meet you too, Trish.
yeah, Trish, great to meet you as well. I hope you come back and hang out with us. We're all nice people over here. We
And
just
Jules
do
and
this
I are
together.
here every Sunday.
Yep.
Every Sunday.
Yep. We always have fun. All right. Well, without further ado, we're going to end this before we burn it to the ground because we've been way too good at that in the past. And we'll start telling bad jokes. And, then we know where that gets us and we get back to shadow ban on YouTube, just like we have been many times before. But let me make sure I got everything.
Sometimes, Wes.
Troy, thanks a lot too, Troy. As always, good to see you too. All right, y'all hang in there. Just for what it's worth, when this ends, just put yo, or something into this chat. I'm gonna redirect y'all somewhere else. I have no idea what's going on. It could be the most insane thing in the world, but it's John Gotti's daughter. Good luck. That's all I wish you is good luck. At least say we sent you there. That's all I'm saying. So that being said, good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Friction, another wonderful night of trivia. I thank you so much. And, I couldn't do it without you. And, thank you so much. Y'all have a great night. Let's go out to something funny. Let's go out to Gutters. This is Gutters.
His Gutters. I was about to say his Gutters going to do a stand-up joke.
No, this is Gutters' soul animal around here.
Who got hurt while out on a hike. You can see that.
Wait, I played the wrong one. Hang on.
Hold on down here, okay?
Yeah, lean your head back.
Just keep your heads all the way back.
Okay.
Keep your feet on that bar as much as
Hold up. Are you sure we won't fall out? No chance. No chance. We could fall down and die, but Janice, God. Woo! Look, there's a camera. Hi. Get ready. We're getting ready to spring. Keep your head back. Feet on the rail.